And the wait is finally over as we get ready to kick off the 2022-23 high school basketball season here at Omaha Gross Catholic High School. We've got a doubleheader on our hands between the Gross Catholic Cougars and the Lincoln Lutheran Warriors. We thank you all for tuning in. Joey Kirkle and alongside me, Austin Ulmer. And Austin, it should be fun to see these two schools showing off what they've got in the season opener.
Yeah, this is going to be really fun, first game of the year. For Gross, it's a home game, so that looks out for them. But this is going to be a tough undertaking against the Lincoln Lutheran Warriors, coming off a 24-4 year last year, and they lost to this Warriors team 57-28 last year on December 4th. So they saw this team last year. Hopefully they can kind of pick up where they left off, gain some momentum. They have the home crowd on their side here tonight, and this crowd's going to be fired up for this first game of the season, Joey.
That's right. Like you're saying, the Warriors posted a 24-4 record last season, while the Gross Catholic Cougars had a 10-13 record, a competitive team, but just not quite over the hump. However, in their last 4 wins of the season, they were averaging 59 points a game compared to 36 for the season, so they started to get things figured out. Now, their 3 leading scorers did graduate. Their top returning scorer is number 4, Savannah Sweeney, so they're going to look to her and a few of the other players to really catapult this team into a big game tonight against the Warriors.
Yeah, and they got a good amount of juniors and sophomores on this team, so you'd like to see those juniors and the one senior kind of step up, show that leadership. And, you'd expect both teams to kind of come out a little lackadaisical in this one, Joey. It being the first game of the season, not a lot of practices under their belts. But as the game goes on, you'd expect to see both teams to kind of get into a rhythm. And I'm expecting an exciting one here tonight.
Absolutely, and like you said, age and experience, a very big difference between the teams. The Cougars with just 1 senior compared to 7 seniors here for the Warriors. So a lot of experience on this Lincoln Lutheran team, and they're going to look to use that to get their season started in the right direction. And I think in this season opening night, for both teams, I think the big key is just to adapt to whatever. You don't know quite what to expect for these teams, especially like the Cougars with your top 3 scorers leaving. You got to figure out your new identity. Who's going to be the players leading this team? So I think tonight is a big night of trying to learn who your main players are, who your scorers, your rebounders are going to be, who's going to lead this team. So I think the big key for Coach Linda Walker and this team is just be ready to adapt to whatever the night throws at you.
And also, I think the preparation in practice is huge. You're going to want to see how they run their offense, if they're able to get back on defense in transition, and then avoiding giving up second chance points on the offensive rebound. Those are some big keys to this game for this Cougar team to be successful.
And this will be a fun night for them. You've had time to practice and scrimmage, but you don't quite know what your team's looking like until you get that first big matchup.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that, Joey. Looking forward to super exciting, good crowd here on hand for the first game of the year, and I'm expecting a nice battle, especially down in the post. I'd like to see some good action down there in the post, start early, get some points, pull down those rebounds, try to get a win here tonight.
Absolutely. And we will take a quick break. Looks like we have our pregame prayer. We'll take a quick break.
Gross Catholic is a Catholic high school in the Marianist tradition, and we begin all activities asking for God's blessing. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. God in heaven, we come before you tonight, and we give you thanks for your many blessings. May the actions of all here this evening, players and fans, always reflect your love for all people. Please keep all the athletes free from injury. May they be strengthened in mind, body, and soul to do their best each day. Together we pray the Marianist doxology. May the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit be glorified in all places through the Immaculate Virgin Mary. Amen. Starting tonight for the Warriors, number 21, 5'11" senior, Erica Young. Number 22, 5'11" senior, Elsa Meyer. Number 23, 5'10" junior, Sophie Wogamu. Number 30, 5'8" freshman, Lily Wogamu. And number 33, 5'11" senior, Jordan Ernstmeyer. Let's meet the starters for your Gross Catholic Cougars. Starting for the Cougars, number 4, 5'4" senior, Savannah Sweeney. Number 10, 5'5" senior, Megan Campbell. Number 23, 5'7" senior, Number 24, 5'7" senior, Natalie Crable. And number 25, 5'4" senior, McKenna Ernst. Ladies and gentlemen, your Gross Catholic Cougars.
All right, the teams are taking the floor. We've had our starting lineups introduced, and we are ready to get this season started. The Gross Catholic Cougars and the Lincoln Lutheran Warriors.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting one. Cool atmosphere in this gym, you know. Got the music blaring, people on their feet. They're ready to root this team on to victory, Joey.
That's right. Getting ready for the tip between McKenna Ernst and Jordan Ernstmeyer. And so the new season is underway as the Warriors win the tip. On the wing is Meyer.
Good double team right there, Joey.
That's right. They're going to look to bring that pressure early. Top of the key right over to Wolmgren. Losing the ball again. That pressure on the defensive end. Jordan Ernstmeyer goes back to the top of the key. Pass over to the wing. Losing the ball, but picked up by Erica Young. She's got pressure on her, though, trying to go down low, and a foul is going to be called on Natalie Crable.
Great aggressive defense to start the game off, though, Joey. Causing a huge nuisance for this Warriors team. Having trouble with that ball movement there to start off.
Pass into the corner to start. Young goes in the corner. Elsa Meyer picking up her dribble, going back to the top. On the right wing, skip pass over. Meyer going back to Young. She's going to pull the deep triple. That one no good for their first shot of the year, but a rebound by Wolmgren. And too much on that pass. That's going to be a turnover for the Warriors.
And great defense of that first defensive possession for Gross. Really causing problems, trying to go with that trap all over the floor. Great movement, good heads-up play, stand on your man, and adjusting for the double teams. Great way to start off.
And the Warriors making a sub at all 5 positions, a brand new 5 in after less than a minute into this game. Top of the key, some physicality and a steal there from the Warriors on the fast break. Some foul on the layup. That's Jamison Wall. She'll be sent to the line for 2.
Yeah, and they got Megan Hempel there with the foul. Just, reaching in on the come down there. And they'll be shooting 2 with the Warriors.
And I can't say I've seen a team make a complete substitution that early into a game.
Yeah, a little unique, but we'll see if that works out to the Warriors' advantage here.
And the first free throw there from Wall, no good. Just over a minute into this matchup. Jamison Wall, a senior for the Warriors. And she's able to give them their first point of the night as we see the Warriors bring in the full court press.
Good pass around the press there.
Hempel swings it to Sweeney. Sweeney inside, and the bucket there for McKenna Ernst.
And that's the problem with the press right there, Joe. You got to get back on the defensive end if you're going to do that.
And that was Ainsley Kriebel with the bucket. Wall facing the pressure, able to get this one back to Bree Blair. Blair goes over to the right wing. That's Jenna Lube going. Ball movement trying to go down low. That one deflected by number 25, McKenna Ernest.
Yeah, and McKenna Ernest does some excellent defense. She's been all over the floor to start this game.
That's right. And again, we're seeing 5 substitutions as we see the original starting 5 back into the game. Ball in the right corner. Erica Young on the top of the key. Swings to the right wing, a triple here. That one is good from Elsa Meyer. 4-2 lead. Again, the full court press here from the Warriors, but again, good passing to get past it. Too much on that shot from Ernest. As Meyer brings it down, swings it over. Top of the key for Erica Young. Trying to find number 33, Jordan Ernstmeyer, and a steal right back the other way. Defense been the name of the game so far, as that one's no good. An offensive rebound, but they are going to call the travel there. That was Lily Wolgemuth getting the offensive rebound, but falling and getting the travel.
And on that last transition, after the Warriors picked up the rebound, Gross did an excellent job of getting back on defense. Full 5 men to get back and defend that Warriors offense.
Jane Hyatt checks into the game. Again, getting past the press. Could be trouble for the Warriors, but too much on the pass as she was trying to find McKenna Ernest. Haven't been able to get a lot of results from that press, but done a good job passing past half court. Ball in the corner. A deep triple here. That one's good. Jenna Lube knocking down the deep trifecta. Again, facing that full court press. Here's Sweeney in the corner. Pass across, that is stolen by Elicia Sathoff. Now Jenna Lube, after hitting the triple on the previous play, swings it to the corner. Back to Lube, driving inside, kicking it to the corner. Triple here from Blair, too much on it, and the rebound for Ernest.
And that's a great rebound right there. Once again, Ernest having her way in this game.
Hempel swinging to Sweeney, she drives inside, but this one taken away by Lube. Luby inside, shot no good. And she steps on the line trying to make the save, and that'll be Cougar basketball. So the substitutions coming once more for the Warriors, and now a timeout called by the Cougars. They trail 7-2, almost halfway through this first quarter, 4:41 to play.
Yeah, and that's a good timeout right there. Kind of, make some adjustments. That press is causing a little bit of trouble for the Cougars right now. They've been able to pass around it, but once they get past half court, having trouble finding their man, and it's led to too many turnovers than you'd like this early into the game.
Right, and I think right now that press is the key for the Cougars because, like you said, they've gotten past it. They've gotten past half court, and they've had opportunity to get buckets, but whether it's a mishandled pass or too much on it, just haven't really been able to get any results from it.
Yeah, and you'd like Gross to maybe get a few more offensive rebounds, get some more down in the paint down there, cause some problems, try to get some of those second chance points, and they can get back into this one. Only down by 5 right now, 4:41 to go in this first quarter, and they'll make the necessary adjustments.
Jane Hyatt looking to inbound out of the timeout. This one tipped and stolen. The pass inside and the bucket no good. Fight for the rebound won by McKenna Ernest. Being chased down the drive inside. That one is good from number 22, Jane Hyatt.
Little bit of a Euro step there.
Right. Erica Young swinging this ball, goes right back to Young. Ball on the left wing.
Once again, some good defense from the Cougars here, Joey.
And a deep triple again. This one from Young, no good. But an offensive rebound and a foul called on McKenna Ernest. And rebounds might be the biggest factor in this game because so far the Warriors have been dominating that battle.
Yeah, and Natalie Kriebel coming back on now. Comes in for Ainsley Kriebel.
Young pulling the trigger again. This one no good. And that one's tipped off the hands of number 23, Sophie Wolgemuth, and that'll be Cougars basketball. The substitutions coming again. And one interesting thing I noticed on the last few offensive possessions, if you listen closely, you can hear the coaches and the bench of the Warriors yelling to shoot. They want the triple being put up, and we've already seen them pulling the trigger a lot.
Yeah, and Gross has done a nice job getting out in the perimeter on defense, causing some problems of those shots. Very active hands, very encouraging if you're Coach Linda Walker.
So Kriebel inbounding gets this into Savannah Sweeney. This pass deflected and stolen. That's Jamison Wall. Top of the key, trying to go down low, deflected by Natalie Kriebel. The skip pass into the corner. Jamison Wall trying to drive inside, dealing with the pressure, and a foul is going to be called.
Yeah, and they got Brooklyn Vamaka on the reach there.
And already the team's 4th foul compared to 0 from the Warriors. Blair inbounding. Gets this one up to Jenna Luby. Luby across the wall. Wall kicks in the corner to on the left wing. Another triple here. This one rolls out, and the rebound here for Ernest, and a foul called on the Warriors.
Yeah, and that was some good boxing out down low, especially from Jane Hyatt, completely blocking out her man and able to pull down a rebound. Big rebound for the Cougars there.
Natalie Kriebel looking to inbound. This one deflected and out of bounds. The defensive pressure coming from Jamison Wall. And so far, we're seeing two teams that are playing hard. They're playing aggressive basketball, really making some tough plays out there. Savannah Sweeney taking this ball across half court. Sweeney the kick over to Meyer. Now down low kick into the corner. Deep jump shot here, no good. And the rebound for number 40, Ava Stroud. Jamison Wall pushes this ball down court. Into the corner, another triple here for the Warriors, no good. Fight for the rebound. Ball on the ground, and that will be a jump ball. This one belongs to the Cougars. We see Natalie Kriebel ready to inbound. Kriebel trying to find someone. Able to get this ball past half court, but the trap working in favor for the Warriors. They get the steal. They have the 2-on-1. But this ball knocked out of bounds by Savannah Sweeney. And we see Ainsley Kriebel checking into this game for number 12, Brooklyn Vamaka.
Yeah, and early on, lots of substitutions for both teams you're seeing, Joey.
Right. Swing into the corner, triple here for Elsa Meyer, left short.
Big rebound
here
there
for the Cougars. Going to Sweeney. Gets us over to Kriebel. Jump shot here, connects for McKenna Ernest.
Yeah, McKenna Ernest having a nice game to start.
That's right. So 7-6, Warriors leading. 2:25 to play in the opening quarter. Ball in the corner. On the high post. Quick ball movement. But this one on the ground. Sweeney fighting for it. And that'll be another jump ball. This one will stay with the Warriors. As we saw Wolgemuth and Sweeney fighting for it. Again, full substitution for the Warriors. And Anna Rice checking in for the Cougars. Inbounds under the basket. Going right into Stroud, but another jump ball. This one's going to the Cougars.
Yeah, and every time Ava Stroud gets the ball, they are double teaming her, not letting her get a shot off, and doing a great job of boxing her out as well.
And that is one thing for Stroud. Right there, didn't have much of an option, but in those scenarios, you want to keep the ball up high. If you bring it down low, everyone's going to be grabbing at it. Inbounds here to Ainsley Kriebel. Swings back to Natalie Kriebel. Sweeney kicking down low. Sienna Miller cuts across to Natalie Kriebel. Tough defensive pressure and the steal from Jenna Luby. She's got the fast break, looking for the layup, but knocked, and the steal there. But it goes right back in favor of the Warriors, and fouled on the shot is Jenna Luby. Some fast-paced basketball in this opening quarter.
Yeah, we're seeing lots of back and forth to start off this game. Both teams having a little trouble kind of getting into a rhythm, but as the game goes on, you'll expect them to really start to get into that rhythm.
Luby can't hit the first free throw. 1:43 to play in the first quarter. Able to get the second one to fall. 8-6. Working past that press. Natalie Kriebel gets it across half court, but loses her footing, and that'll be a travel on the Cougars. Was trying to get it over to Sienna Miller, but just not able to before losing her balance.
Yeah, kind of just lost her footing there and unfortunately led to a travel.
Megan Hempel checks in for Natalie Kriebel. Ball in the corner for the Warriors. Jenna Luby goes right back to number 2, Elicia Sathoff.
Once again, great perimeter defense, Joey.
And they know the shooting abilities of this Warriors team. You can hear the coach yelling to shoot it, and they do take the triple. This one no good, and the rebound here for Ainsley Kriebel.
Got to get down quick now on the other end if you're Gross.
Quick ball movement here for the Cougars. They're going to try their first triple of the night. That one left short by Ainsley Kriebel. Rebound here for the Warriors. Just under a minute to play in the first quarter. The drive inside with the contact going up. No good for Jamison Wall. And a rebound here for the Cougars. Defensive pressure. Sienna Miller going into the trap, but gets the pass over to Jane Hyatt. Hyatt down low, wide open is number 20, Anna Rice. A great bucket there for the Cougars.
What a nice pass. Led to the assist to tie the game up, Joey.
Warriors trying to work quick. 25 seconds to play. Luby goes to Stroud on the high post. Right back to Luby. She's going to pull the trigger, and she connects for the three. Warriors back on top, 11-8. 15 seconds in the first quarter remaining. Taking them a while to get this ball across. 7 seconds left, and a foul is going to be called on the Warriors.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Benjamin Smith, you can't be happy with that foul. Almost 10-second violation, right. And Gross gets some extra time now to throw it in.
And Savannah Sweeney, the top returning scorer, she checks back into the game with 7.6 to play. They do go right into Sweeney, facing the pressure. The pass in the corner. The jumper no good, and the rebound by the Warriors. So that'll conclude the first quarter. It was a fast-paced first quarter. Warriors taking the advantage. We saw a lot of triples early in this game.
Oh, yeah.
From Lincoln Lutheran. That clearly is the focal point of their offense, and they lead 11-8.
But some great perimeter defense from the Cougars early on. Some real encouraging sides on the defensive side for Gross.
Absolutely. So we'll take a quick break and be back for the start of the second quarter. 11-8 is your score. Warriors lead.
And we are back here. Lincoln Lutheran starting off with the ball here in the second quarter. 11-8, the Warriors lead. And the shot is up. That one attempted by number 22, Elsa Meyer. And it is out of bounds, but it is off the Warriors. So Gross Catholic will have possession here.
And the Warriors wasting no time, looking for an opportunity to pull the trigger, and they took it.
So now we're seeing that full court press from the Warriors once again. And Sweeney this time passes it off to Natalie Kriebel. And it looks like a double dribble called on Natalie Kriebel there.
And that's one of the big things with their press. We've seen a few double dribbles and travels where really, I think just a lot of these players taking it in their head. They're working a little too fast, trying to get past that press.
Yeah, you'd like to see them settle into the game a little bit. So this is number 21, Erica Young, passes it off there. And got another pass here. This is Jordan Enstenmeyer. Shot is up. Air ball. And they said that Lily Wolgemuth was out of bounds, so throw in for Gross. And we're going to see this full court press all night from the Warriors.
Absolutely.
So this is back to Ernest now. Ernest passes it down court, and that one is out of bounds. It is off the Warriors, and Gross will have a throw-in on their end of half court.
And the Cougars just taking some risky passes early, was trying to find Megan Hempel, had the easier pass to Savannah Sweeney.
So this is Sweeney now, and she is being trapped here, throws it out, and Hempel thought about shooting it, passes it off, and Kriebel misses the shot, rebounded by the Warriors. They're going to take this one down court here. This is Jordan Erstenmeyer. Passes that one. This is Erica Young. Erica Young passes it over the head of number 23, Wolgamuth, and Cougars ball here.
And just a miscommunication there. Sophie Wolgamuth not looking for the pass. And this Cougars offense has just got to take a deep breath, kind of work slower, even on that last play, kind of rushing a shot there. Just get in their rhythm, find their offense.
And that's what this full court press is doing, Joey, not letting them really get into their offense too much. So the pass is back to Sweeney. So Sweeney now throws it downfield. This is Ernest. Ernest, she was attempting that pass for Hempel, couldn't find her, and another turnover for the Cougars. This is Wall here. Wall looking for somewhere to go with it. This is Sathoff. Back to Wall. This is Luby. Now Blair. Blair trying to find somewhere to go with it. And this is Luby, and it is good from three. And it's 14-8 now with 6:29 to go here in the half.
And of their 14 points, I believe 12 of those coming off the triple.
And how about the heads-up pass for Sweeney? No one down court for McKenna Ernest. And if you're able to do that, you can get around this press.
Yeah, that's the key to getting past this press. Have your eyes up, be looking for that pass.
So this is Luby, and she passed that one off the Wall. Now Wall driving inside, throws it up. No foul call, but Lily Wolgamuth puts it up, and 16-10 now, 6 minutes to go. Back to Ernest once again around that press, and they'll do that all night, Joey.
Keep looking for McKenna Ernest. She's been there down low.
And the Lincoln Lutheran Warriors call a timeout. A good chance for both teams to kind of take a breath here.
Yeah, and a well-needed timeout there just to kind of go over what they've seen the last few plays, because Gross starting to realize, keep your eyes up. There have been open players down court. They just struggled to find them. But if they can keep moving past that press with those quick passes, get those fast break looks, that's what's going to get them this game.
Well, and we saw 2 straight possessions there, Joey, where they were able to get the ball down to Ernest, who had no one around her, able to put up the easy shot. You'd like to see him to keep it doing it. But the Cougars doing a nice job staying in this game, only down 4 right now.
Right, and early on, one of the things you saw with that press is Gross a lot of the time would keep all their players kind of close so there'd be someone there to pass to, but they realize nobody's going to guard them if they go deep. They get the easy bucket if they can hit him for the pass.
So it will be number 33, Jordan Erstenmeyer. The senior is 5'11", passing it in, and it'll be Erica Young bringing it down court. Once again, some nice perimeter defense from the Cougars. This is Sweeney now. She is guarding number 21, Erica Young. This is Young who attempts the three, and it is good. Nothing but net there. And 19-12 Warriors lead. Nice pass down court there, but another turnover for the Cougars. So Erstenmeyer passes this one out. And Wolgamuth throws that one out. This is Meyer. And that was Young once again. Nice rebound there from Kriebel. Kriebel finds Ernest. And this is Sweeney now at the three-point line. Now this is Kriebel. Passes it out. Shots up. And off the rim. And it is out of bounds off the Warriors. Cougar possession here.
And they didn't get a bucket to show for it, but that's the ball movement you want to see. That was a good job working it. Get a pass, take a few dribbles, and move it. Good possession there for the Cougars.
So this will be Ainsley Kriebel throwing it in. She's the 5'7" junior. So the foul was called on Lily Wolgamuth. That is her first, the team's first of this quarter. So now looking for somewhere to go with it is Hempel. This is Kriebel, and it is rebounded there by the Warriors. Now going the other way. They're moving quick in transition here. And wayward pass, and back to the Cougars. Lots of turnovers on both sides so far in this one, Joey.
Right, both of these teams working extremely fast. Gross really having no option due to that press they're facing, but the Warriors trying to replicate that fast-paced offense and have shown a lot of struggles from it.
So Hyatt finds Sweeney. Now Sweeney gets past half court, and she finds there is Megan Hempel. Hempel throws it out, and this is Kriebel. Excuse me, that was number 22, Hyatt, actually. And that one is airballed and picked up by Bree Blair. So now Blair going the other way. Takes it past half court. No one around her, decides to pass it. This is Luby. And they get a foul there. That was on number 22, Jane Hyatt. Actually, they called it on Hempel, so that is her second and team foul number 6. So 4:20 to go, 19-12 Warriors lead over the Cougars. Now passed over, this is Jamison Wall. And the shot is up and in and out, rebounded there. And nice rebound by Ava Stroud who puts it in. Got to prevent those second chance points if you're the Cougars. So now throwing around this press, do a nice job of getting it to half court. Brooklyn Vamaka passes this one off, and it is Sweeney off the rim, rebounded by the Warriors. Jamison Wall now going the other end. Some nice perimeter defense from the Cougars. We've seen this all game long, and the shot is up. It is Wall, and it is off the rim, but an offensive rebound from Blair. Now this one's passed off. This one is Sathoff off the rim. Nice heads-up rebound by Vamaka. Vamaka trying to throw it down court, finds Sweeney. Sweeney able to save it, but goes right back to the Warriors. And this is Jenna Luby here. Luby. And they will get Jane Hyatt there on the foul.
I know we've alluded to it a lot, but I would love to see the percentage of shots that have been three-pointers for the Warriors. It seems like their offense is exclusively powered by the three-pointer or the rebound coming after it. We've seen Ava Stroud get a few of those big second-chance rebounds, and that's going to be a big part of their offense. If they're going to keep taking the triples, have someone ready to get those boards.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Warriors will be shooting 2 here. This will be Jenna Luby at the line. And ball is going, so it will be going the other way. It was a 1-and-1 opportunity, but looks like they caught someone with a lane violation maybe.
I believe that one was Lily Wolgamuth.
So this is Sweeney now. Sweeney trying to take it, weaves in and out of the defenders, finds number 12. This is Vamaka. Vamaka, and it is a jump ball. Possession arrow goes towards the Cougars.
And the defense from this Warriors team has been a huge reason they have the lead that they do. Just really suffocating the Gross offense every time they try and get a good look for their team.
Yeah, so 21-12 Warriors lead here. 3:12 to go in this first half. And now a throw in. This will be Natalie Kriebel throwing it in. And that one is tapped out of bounds by Erica Young, displaying her vertical ability there, causing problems on the throw-in.
Trying to get the long pass to Hempel, but like you said, Young ready to go there.
So Natalie Kriebel throwed it in once again. And this one here is Hempel. And pass to Sweeney now, and that is deflected out of bounds. Good defense there from Jordan Ernstmeyer, the senior.
And Ernstmeyer showing a lot of effort on both sides of the court tonight. We've seen the defensive abilities, but offense, a lot of passes out of shot. A lot of times just showing off the abilities she brings to the court.
And they say Natalie Kriebel stepped out of bounds, so another turnover, and it'll be a throw-in for Lincoln Lutheran.
And for this Cougars offense, needs to take a deep breath, get into a rhythm right now.
So now Erica Young passing, quick ball movement from the Warriors. And they get McKenna Ernest, looked like, on the foul there. Team foul number 7.
It's just a great offensive possession for the Warriors.
Actually, team foul number 8, excuse me.
When you have so much reliance on the triple early on, the defense is going to cling to the perimeter. They're going to expect it every time. So you get that quick jab step and drive inside. They're going to fall for the bait every time. So great work there from Elsa Meyer.
Yeah, so Elsa Meyer misses the first free throw. Here's the second. And it is off the rim. Nice rebound there. That was number 22, Jane Hyatt, on the rebound. And Sweeney now has it, finds it, and this is Hempel. Hempel trying to find somewhere to go with it, finds Sweeney. Sweeney puts it up, and it is in. Nice little floater there from Sweeney. 21-14 Warriors lead, under 2.5 now.
Difficult shot there for Sweeney, but they needed that bucket.
And good defense once again by Hyatt. Here's Sweeney going fast. Hempel, nice pump fake, and Sweeney puts it up from 3 off the rim. Nice offensive rebound there. And foul called on the Warriors. This will be foul number 4, team foul number 4 on the Warriors. 21-14, Lincoln Lutheran leads. 2:11 to go here in this first half.
And if you can get a bucket here and take this deficit to under 5, really be a great moment there for the Cougars. Try and get some momentum on your side.
So Ainsley Kriebel going to throw this one in. She's got to get it in quickly, and she finds Hempel. Hempel now facing the double team, and that's some tough, stingy defense there from the Warriors. And good defense there. That was Megan Hempel getting a hand in there, causing some problems.
And the ball movement been so quick for the Warriors recently. Got to be ready to get those deflections and really limit the looks for this Warrior team.
So this is Luby. And Sathoff. Good defense by the Cougars there, causing some problems. Luby now takes it back past half court. Dribble, throws it out. Behind three-point line, Luby with it once again. This is inside to Ava Stroud, throws it out. Back to Luby now. Luby trying to drive in the paint. And good deflected turnover there. Jane Hyatt gets it on the steal. This is Ernest. She's got no one around and puts in another layup for Ernest.
And Ernest, the offensive focal point in the transition offense.
So Warriors lead 21-16 now. 1:20 to go. And driving inside, this is Wall, and Wall is fouled, putting it up. And she will be going to the line. Team foul number 9 on the Cougars.
And for the Warriors, that's exactly what you want to do. The defense is expecting you to go up with the 3. So if you can make it where they have no clue what you're doing, best way to get some offensive production.
So this will be the senior, Jamison Wall, at the line for the Warriors. First one's up, and it is in. So 22-16 now. Warriors lead by 6. And some fresh legs come into the game. And Jamison Wall will be taking the second of 2 shots from the charity stripe. Wall puts it up, and it is off the rim. Nice rebound there from Ainsley Kriebel. Back to Ainsley. Kriebel throws it to Sweeney now, takes it past half court. This is Ernest. Ernest fakes. Nice pump fake there. And she puts it in. And McKenna Ernest having an incredible game for the Cougars.
Right, and the high arcing shot there, difficult to fall, but able to cut this deficit to 4.
So this is Erica Young looking for somewhere to go with it. She finds Jamison Wall. Wall now driving in the paint. Throws this one out. And open man inside, and that one was Sophie Wohlgemuth. So this is Anna Rice, throws it down court, and it'll be 31 seconds to go now in this half. It'll be a throw-in from half court for the Cougars. They're down 24-18. 9 team fouls for the Cougars, 4 for the Warriors. Now the throw-in. Anna Rice. Rice facing the trap, and they call a foul. Call it on Erica Young there. That's the first foul on Erica Young, 5th team foul. So long pass there, looking for Ernest. And nice save there. Erica Young passes this one off. Wohlgemuth thought about shooting it and is deflected out of bounds, and it is off the Warriors. Cougars possession. 15.3 to go.
Couldn't get points on the board from it. What a hustle play from Ernstmeyer.
Yeah, that was quite the play there. So now Sweeney taking it past half court here. Sweeney finds Ernest. And back to Sweeney. Sweeney able to keep it alive. And that shot is up. It's Hempel. And that will do it for the first half, where Lincoln Lutheran leads Gross Catholic 24-18. And Joey, what was your reaction to that first half?
It was an exciting first half. Like we said, very fast pace from both teams. Gross facing that defensive pressure, forcing a lot of turnovers. So the big thing for them in the second half is they got to work on that court vision. They've been rushing some passes, making ones that are easily tipped or deflected, but they got to have their eyes up. There have been a lot of open players that they haven't seen, haven't been able to hit, and then a lot of players that are heavily covered that they're trying to force the pass to. So the big thing for the Cougars is having some time to take a deep breath before you're making those passes. But for the Warriors, I really like what I saw the last time.
Oh, I love it. Great community, great friends, great teachers. It's very easy to be involved with the community here.
It definitely brought me out of my comfort zone a ton. It was super easy to make friends and get involved.
It's definitely been something that I've enjoyed coming to every day. I mean, I feel like I can, interact with everyone.
I really like Gross because it's a great place to meet new people and try a lot of different things and be able to get out of your comfort zone.
This school has helped me grow and make me feel more connected.
You have endless opportunities when it comes to academics and athletics.
The biggest thing is the community. Everybody is just so connected. That's what I love about Gross. It's such a small community, such a tight-knit group of people. It's like family.
Like you just be like walking down the hallway and like there's everyone just like laughing and smiling.
That's what I do.
That's the best part about going to school with like 400 kids in it. Everyone knows everyone. And we all support each other. We get rowdy, we shake the floor.
We have 4 houses, 1 home, but we really do act like a family.
When it comes down to it, it's given me a group of friends that I think I personally want to be friends with out of high school. It's a fantastic atmosphere where everybody feels welcomed and everybody just has a place.
And you see that love for one another outside the school halls as well. But it really starts here in the halls of Gross Catholic, the formation for life. And so we see our graduates go on and do great things, I think because that moral formation that they've received here at Gross Catholic.
Teachers are great role models for us. They're fantastic people, and they teach us how to lead, how to be a great leader.
Being in high school, there's a lot that kids go through. There's some teachers here that I've been able to talk to, even pray with. Like if something happened in my family, I'd say, hey, Mr. Conley, can you help me pray for this person? He'd be like, sure, Gio.
I think it's good that they challenge us a little bit because that'll obviously help us become better, not only in school, but just to help make us a better person.
The teachers don't only make class fun, but they make it something I want to be learning.
I'm involved in the Health Science Academy. I think it's great, and it's a really good way of finding, hey, I like this without spending all this money on college.
We learn a lot of the skills needed in corporate America, like teamwork and sportsmanship with a level of professionalism.
Do Sesto means to be a leader, and at Gross, that's rooted into our teaching, into our curriculum, everything.
1, 2, 3, lights out! It means to me that whenever I make decisions, I can't just focus on myself because it includes other people, and I need to keep that in mind and not put it on the back burner and just forget about it. It's something very important that I've learned.
And to me, a leader is someone who people can always come to you for help, just to talk. I think we should celebrate love, with everything going on in the world. It's just nice to just love each other, be there for each other, community. And Gross is a community.
As I go on and graduate, just my faith has kept me strong and confident in what is next in the future.
You can be yourself, you can have fun. It's amazing.
I love it.
Go Cougs. I always go back to football. After wins, come to the student section and sing the Cougar fight song. It's it's when you're singing that and everybody's yelling, it's just like nothing else matters, and you're just living in that moment.
All right, so let's have you sing the Cougar Fight song right now.
All right.
And 1, 2, 3.
Here we are the Gross High Cougars, fighters all and winners too. Here we are the Cajun Cougars, go with the orange and blue. Hear 'em howl, hungry Cougars on the prowl. Hear 'em shout, hear 'em say, we gon' winners all the way. Rah, 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 rah. Hey, come on Cougars, show 'em how we do it. Show 'em how the game is won. On your mark, get set, go to it. Gross High, great, best in the Husker State. Cougars are number one. Hey.
And back for the second half of action here at Gross Catholic High School, with the Cougars trailing the Lincoln Lutheran Warriors 24-18. Joey Kirk alongside Austin Ulmer. Austin, what are your takeaways from that first half?
very fast-paced action, you know, a little bit of sloppiness, lots of turnovers on both sides, but you expect to see that in this first game of the season. But how about the game from McKenna Ernest for the Cougars so far? 12 points so far in this game, and that press has caused some problems against Gross, but when they've been able to get the ball down court, Ernest has been all alone and had some easy shots to put up, and that has led to 12 points so far in this game.
Right, and that second quarter especially did a great job finding looks down low, and they're going to look to her early on to help fuel this team and hopefully for them get back into this game. Only trailing by 6. The Warriors do start with the ball as Erica Young takes it up. Young swings over in the corner. They're quick to get a triple up, and that one's good from Elsa Meyer, picking up right where they left off, going for the deep game. The steal there, however, this ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Cougars. Erica Young, the aggressive defensive play. We've talked about this press a lot. A big factor in this game as they get it into Sweeney. And the steal here, number 33, Jordan Ernstmeyer. Now up top, Young's going to pull the trigger. This one no good. Fight for it in the rebound here. Warriors stick with it. Meyer gets this one to Erica Young. Swinging on the wing, trying to drive
double
inside.
team defense there, Joey.
And a jump ball there. Good defense from the Cougars, and they will get the ball.
Yeah, and a quick timeout here taken from Gross. That's probably a good idea. Kind of readjust, get a plan for the offensive end. This press has caused some problems all game long. Down by 9 here. You don't want it to get too far out of hand. 7:23 to go here in the third quarter. Good timeout there taken from Linda Walker.
That's right. Right now I want to talk things over because that press really has given them troubles all day. Like we said, even after they've gotten the ball past half court, there have been times where they'll have a 3-on-1, a 3-on-2, but just errant passes or rushing passes have forced some turnovers for them.
Yeah, and lots of three-pointers. We've been talking about it all game, but it's been all about that full-court press from the Warriors and the three-pointer. Almost every shot they take is from three-point land.
Right, that's what their offense has been fueled by, and I mean, right away to start this half, they pull the trigger on one and knock it down. So just 37 seconds into the second half, the Cougars with it coming out of the timeout. Dealing with the pressure, an errant pass. This one's stolen by Elsa Meyer. Gets it down low, the layup there, no good, but Meyer gets the rebound. Down low, fight for it, and that'll be a jump ball. This one will stay with the Warriors. And another big factor in this game has been the offensive rebound advantage for the Warriors. Starting off a catch and shoot for Elsa Meyer. She hits the triple. And now a timeout called. Here looks like they motion from the Warriors. Interesting timeout for the Warriors.
Yeah, after a three-pointer to take a timeout there, a little interesting. Maybe wanted to get some substitutions in. Not sure really why you'd take one there, but 30-18 Warriors lead. And this is an important chance here for Coach Linda Walker to tell her team, try to calm them down, get their composure back in this game. Still only down by 12, but they're going to have to probably start shooting some three-pointers here soon, try to get back into this one. And they're going to have to try to do a better job of getting that ball past half court.
Absolutely, and it's tough because, like you said, they do need to find an opportunity to get some three-pointers, but with that heavy defensive pressure, it's been hard to create space. The only time they've done it is when they've had the deep pass down low, but 53 seconds into the third quarter, already 2 timeouts called, and the Cougars will be starting with it.
And I feel kind of almost like we're at a track meet here,
right.
Joey. It's like nonstop action, back and forth, really exciting.
And to no surprise, starting with the full court press once again. Trouble getting it in, they go to Sweeney. Swings it across to Ainsley Kriebel. Now Natalie Kriebel across half court. Ainsley Kriebel, a travel there, another costly turnover. Been a few occasions tonight where the times where the press hasn't been the thing to force turnovers, they've been kind of hurting themselves, forcing these turnovers on themselves. So it's Jenna Luby starting with it, had 10 points in that first half, leading the Warriors. Swings it across to Jamison Wall. Elicia Sathoff back to Wall. Slower offensive approach here for the Warriors.
Once
Stroud
again,
up
great
top.
perimeter defense, Joey.
Down low to Stroud. Heavy pressure on her, though. She kicks back out to the corner. Stroud wide open down low, an easy 2 for the Warriors. Already outscoring their opponent 8-0 to start this second half. But Sweeney going down low, trying to find the open player, but a turnover there as they couldn't find McKenna Ernest. Jenna Luby leads the offense for the Warriors, facing the defensive pressure from Sweeney. Luby doing it all on her own, driving inside, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Warriors. The defensive pressure there from Natalie Kriebel.
Well, and the Cougars, they got lucky there because they got caught switching on the zone down there in the paint on the defensive end, and Warriors thankfully weren't able to get a shot up and have to throw it in.
The pass in, trying to find Young, but right there's number 33, Jordan Ernstmeyer. Ernstmeyer back to Young. Swings it to the corner. This one tipped away and stolen. And another travel from the Cougars. Just costly turnovers.
Yeah, and Coach Linda Walker just saw her. She's trying to tell her team, calm down a little bit, settle into the game, try to get into a rhythm here.
And I think the frustrating thing for the Cougars has been plays like this where it's not the press that's forcing the turnovers. As Young's going to go for the 3, that one rattles out, but the rebound from Ernstmeyer and the second chance bucket. Ernstmeyer been a menace on the offensive boards tonight. Ainsley Kriebel draws the foul.
Fouls on the Warriors, number 21.
And that was Erica Young on the reach-in foul.
Yeah, and we've seen that a good amount of times tonight. The Warriors, they tried to go for that trap, and it leads to a foul.
Ernest trying to come down with it, but this one goes off her. That'll be another turnover for the Cougars. They wanted to find the deep ball out of the inbounds, but throwing it with 2 defenders right there, not a recipe for success. Erica Young working it on Sweeney. Thought about the fadeaway, ends up getting this pass out. Now ball in the corner with Elsa Meyer. Goes to Young up top. Young driving inside, and the foul will be called on Sweeney. The Cougars' first foul of the second half.
Fouls on the Cougars, number 4, Savannah Sweeney. That's her first.
5:11 to go in the third quarter. Cougars still yet to get points on the board in this quarter.
Yeah, and first foul on Sweeney. I've seen some great defense from her, especially for her size. Only at 5'4", but plays some stingy defense out there. Real active hands.
Sienna Miller checks into the game for the Cougars. Inbound underneath the basket for the Warriors. They're going to go to Jenna Luby on the right wing. Trying to find Stroud. Luby down low, looking to kick to the corner. She will draw the foul. The second one called on the Cougars. And that one on Sweeney again. And right there, Cougars catching a break. You saw the second Stroud caught that pass on up top. If she turned to her left, she had a lane there.
Oh, definitely.
Stroud gets this pass into Luby, driving inside. A nice drive and draws the foul. Good cut there from Jenna Luby. The foul called on Natalie Kriebel. That's her third foul of the game. Wouldn't be surprised to see her check out. So Luby back at the line. First free throw no good. And Natalie Kriebel with 3 fouls will check out of the game as Anna Rice comes in. Second free throw no good as well. The rebound here by Sienna Miller. And a quick steal from Luby. The pass down low and the layup. The great steal and then the bucket from Jamison Wall. Now trying to get past the press. Working this ball across. Sienna Miller kicks out to Sweeney. Sweeney stopping on a dime. The shot no good. Fight for the rebound. Anna Rice gets it. Now Sweeney in the corner.
Nice job by Sweeney to get around that double team there, Joey.
Sienna Miller with the pass. The jump shot no good from McKenna Ernest. And the rebound from Jamison Wall. So a 6-point deficit at half turns into an 18-point deficit Not even halfway through the third quarter. The pass down low. Again, a wide open Ava Stroud. A 20-point lead now for the Warriors after a huge start to this third quarter.
Nice job getting around that press. Now you got to do something on the offensive end.
Rice swings it to Ernest, who draws the foul. That will be on Jamison Wall. 4:01 to play in this third quarter, right about halfway through. And it is a 14-0 performance from the Warriors, outscoring the Cougars in this third quarter. It was 24-18 at the break.
Yeah, and this is a key possession here, Joey.
Ernest gets it into Rice. Off balance. That one will be off the Warriors. So a sideline inbound here from McKenna Ernest. As we see Ainsley Kriebel check into the game for Anna Rice. And it will be Kriebel throwing it in. She's going to go to Sweeney up top. Guarded closely by Erica Young. Nearly got the steal. Sweeney kicks in the corner. The quick three-pointer. Too much on it. But a travel there is called on number 30, Lily Wolgemuth, after getting the rebound.
Yeah, Wolgemuth was able to pull down the rebound, but then kind of fell to her knees and led to the travel. So a big second chance opportunity here for the Cougars.
Inbound here to Miller. She goes down low. The turnaround fadeaway. Nice bucket there from Jane Hyatt. The first points of the quarter for the Cougars. Kick out to the corner, a low pass. Right back to Young. Going down low. That pass off the side of the backboard, and that'll be out of bounds. The turnover called on Jordan Ernstmeyer, and it'll be Cougar basketball. 3:32 to play in the third quarter. Cougars trail 38-20. Working past the press, picking up her dribble is Ainsley Kriebel. Getting this pass across, out of bounds. McKenna Ernest tried to save it. And right there for Ainsley Kriebel, that's the one spot on the court you do not want to pick up your dribble on the press.
Yeah, and this Warriors press is really ramped up here in the second half, Joey.
Erica Young going inside, using the size to her advantage. Great work by Erica Young, getting the bucket. Now a 40-20 lead for the Warriors. Trying the deep pass, but it's tipped and stolen. Erica Young comes down with it. Pushes this ball across half court, swing to the corner. The triple here from Meyer, no good. But the rebound for Erica Young. Thought about taking the deep triple. Wolgemuth swings it over. Sophie Wolgemuth trying to get it out, but that's going to be a travel. Substitutions taking place here for both teams.
Yeah, and that big double team there led to that travel. Gross not letting up on the defensive end still. Just got to get some more points and some more baskets to fall on the offensive end.
Their defense has played aggressive. The issue for them is letting up three-pointers and the offensive rebounds. Tricky pass to Hempel, who turns around, tries the three. No good. The rebound here for Luby. Swings this ball to Jamison Wall, who's going to push it down court. Wall trying to do it all on her own, and that's going to be a blocking foul called on the Cougars. An aggressive play there, but number 22, Jane Hyatt, called on the foul.
Yeah, good idea there from Jane Hyatt. Just couldn't quite get her feet set to draw the charge.
So Stroud inbounds. Luby on the wing. Trying to go down low. They have Stroud going for the fadeaway, but she picked up her pivot foot. That's going to be a travel called on Ava Stroud. Jane Hyatt inbounding. Gets this ball into Sweeney. Sweeney goes to Ernest, and a foul is going to be called on the Warriors. That one will be on Ava Stroud. 2:16 to play in this third quarter.
Yeah, and this, you're probably going to see Gross kind of throw up some more threes now, trying to get back in this game down 20 here, Joey.
This one knocked out by Ava Stroud. Great defensive awareness, so it'll be a sideline inbound for Jane Hyatt. Ernest goes back to Hyatt. Ernest trying that shot well short. That's an air ball for the Cougars. Picked up and driven by Jamison Wall. Looking to go coast to coast, loses it. Trying to stick with it, able to knock it over to Stroud, who goes up and is able to draw the foul. Good work there from Jamison Wall. Loses her balance on the ground trying to achieve it, but is able to knock it over to Stroud.
Yeah, 5th foul now on the Cougars in this second half, Joey.
So Ava Stroud at the line. We'll see how she does. For a team that shoots this many three-pointers, they've struggled at the free throw line so far tonight. And Ava Stroud with an air ball on the free throw. Erica Young and Elsie Meyer check in for the Warriors. While Brooklyn Vomaka, Anna Rice, and Ainsley Kriebel check in for the Cougars. 1:56 to play in the third. Stroud can't hit the second, and the rebound here for Rice.
Yeah, nice rebound from Anna Rice.
But a risky pass, a quick steal, and a score. Defensive aggression there for Sophie Wolgemuth. Rice's pass almost stolen, able to get it across, wide open down low. The layup good there from Sienna Miller.
Good ball movement there, full court ball movement, excellent passing.
Jordan Ernstmeyer working it across. Picks up her dribble. Goes to Wolgemuth. Sophie Wolgemuth picking up her dribble. Goes back to Ernstmeyer. Now Erica Young driving inside. Up to the top of the key. Thought about the three, looking to drive it in. Kick out to the corner. The triple here rattles out, and the rebound there for Sienna Miller. Famaka picks up her dribble. Now Miller up top. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Sweeney's going to try the triple, able to knock that down, 42-25.
Nice three-pointer there from Sweeney. Like to see her get going in this one.
Erica Young on the right wing. Working it inside, and she's realized in this quarter the size matchup she has on Sweeney, able to take advantage of that mismatch. But Sweeney goes down low to a wide open Rice, and an easy bucket there for the Cougars. Their offense in this last minute seeing a lot more open looks.
Yeah, and that's what they were able to do at the end of that first half, Joey.
Young able to draw the foul.
Looks like that was a clean block to me, but the referees will disagree with that.
I'm going to have to agree. It did look like Anna Rice had a good block there, but sometimes calls don't go your way.
Yeah,
so
looked like a clean one.
So Erica Young now at the line. First one good. And Jamison Wall and Jenna Luby checking in for the Warriors, as we'll get a breather for Sophie Wolgemuth and Ava Stroud. Erica Young can't hit her second, but regardless, the second lane violation of the game for the Warriors.
Yeah, that's two of them. Something you don't see a lot.
Not at all.
For the Warriors tonight.
In the first game of the year, you know that's something they're going to be talking about in their next practice. Vomaka gets it across to Rice.
Sweeney was open by three, but Rice just couldn't get it there.
Tried to find her a little late, but Ernstmeyer gets the steal. In the corner, Luby wide open, no good. Ernstmeyer with another offensive rebound. Young's triple, no good. Rebound gained by Vomaka, and a foul is going to be called on Jordan Ernstmeyer with 5.2 to play in this third quarter. Ernstmeyer called for her second. That'll be the team's fourth. So now Ainsley Kriebel ready to inbound. Dealing with that press. 5 seconds to play. Into Sienna Miller. 3 on the clock. Get the pass to Sweeney. She's going to try the shot from the volleyball line, but no good. Just a little too much on it. So after 3, our score is 45-27. The Lincoln Lutheran Warriors lead after a commanding start to the third quarter, in which they opened the half on a 14-0 run. Austin, what was your big takeaway from that third quarter?
That full court press was a little much for the Cougars. They weren't able to make stuff happen on those full court passes as much as we saw in the first and second quarters. And that led the Warriors to go out and take a commanding lead in this one. We'll see if the Cougars can make a comeback here in this final fourth quarter.
It was only a 6-point deficit at half. After 3, Cougars trail by 18. We'll see what they have in store in the fourth quarter when we come back in just a minute.
And we are back here for the fourth and final quarter. The Lincoln Lutheran Warriors up 45-27 on the Gross Catholic Cougars. We'll see if the Cougars can try to will their way back into this one, Joey.
And it's going to be tough. It's been that pressure from the Warriors again that did it in that third quarter. So we see them go right back to that press.
So here's the throw in now. This is Anna Rice. And that one is passed to Sweeney. Now Sweeney trying to get out of that double team. And a fight for the ball. And another jump ball in this one. And the possession arrow going towards the Warriors.
And unfortunate timing there as Sweeney ripped it away right after the call.
So Erica Young now taking it past half court. Sweeney on Young. Young trying to post her up. And the shot is up. That shot attempted from Elsa Meyer. And offensive rebound for the Warriors, and it is Ernstmeyer. So this is Young. Young thought about taking the three, passes this one to Wolgemuth. Wolgemuth now in the paint. And good heads-up play there from Sienna Miller, and possession goes to the Cougars.
And if I'm the Warriors, to start these plays, I'm feeding the ball to Erica Young because in that third quarter, when guarded by Sweeney, she realized she can just start posting up and take it right to the basket.
And they will get Erica Young reaching in there on the foul. So that is 3 fouls now on Erica Young. 5 team fouls on the Warriors. And Sweeney now. Now this one is passed to number 12, Vamaka. Vamaka trying to get out of it, and Ernstmeyer comes out of nowhere. And Ernstmeyer puts that one up, and it is in. 47-27, Warriors lead. Just over 7 minutes to go. And Warriors take a timeout. 3 timeouts left for both teams. And this is a big opportunity for Coach Linda Walker to talk to her team here, Joey.
Right, they got to figure something out because that press has just been suffocating them. A lot of miscues on passes, a lot of decisions they shouldn't have made. And Jordan Ernstmeyer all night been a player that's just brought the hustle, been quick to make the steals, get the rebounds. Those hustle plays have paid off all night for the Warriors.
So 47-27, Warriors lead, 7:13 to go in the game. Just remember, the boys team will take on the Lincoln Lutheran Warriors here right after the conclusion of this game. So exciting opening night of basketball here at Gross Catholic. So back to action here. Ball thrown in. This is number 20, Anna Rice. Anna Rice, this one is passed long. It's to Sweeney outside the three-point line. She passes this one to Hyatt. Back to Hyatt now. Hyatt. And she finds Vamaka. Vamaka trying to find somewhere to go with it. And this is Miller. And the ball is up Rice, but they say Rice does travel there. And another turnover for the Cougars.
And just a lot of frustrating travels and double dribbles that we've seen all night from them. Where that one, you can't blame a press, you can't blame the defense there. That's a bucket you need to get.
So this will be Jamison Wall throwing it in, and Luby taking it down court. Luby now. Passes this one over to Sathoff. Sathoff, that's the Stroud. Stroud trying to find somewhere to go with it. This is Bree Blair. Blair. And now Wall. Wall. Back to Luby. Luby calling for the pick. Now Stroud coming in for the pick. Now back to Stroud. Stroud throws this one out. This is Wall. Wall thought about putting it up. And it is a push-off offensive foul called on the and a turnover for the Warriors. 47-27, Lincoln Lutheran leads. 6:23 to go in the game. So now the throw-in. This is Anna Rice. Anna Rice, this is Ernest. Ernest, she's got an open lane. Ernest puts it up. And a blocking foul called on the Warriors. Nice job by Ernest to draw the foul there.
And Jamison Wall was trying to draw the charge, but again, not able to get set in time.
So will be McKenna Ernest from the charity stripe, shooting 2.
And we talked about Ernest a lot in that first half. The focal point of this offense had 12 points in that first half, but in the second half, just not able to get the same look she had in that second quarter.
So Ernest misses the first free throw. This is the second. Seconds up, and it is in and out. Rebounded by the Warriors. It was Jamison Wall on the rebound.
And rough
So Wall now going
strike for both teams tonight.
Yeah, Wall going the other way. Yeah, Joey, you're right. Rough night at the charity stripe. Ball's up, in and out once again. Ernest went for the rebound, still trying to pull it in, and Warriors end up with the offensive rebound. Second chance opportunity here. This is Wall driving. Wall puts it up, in and out, but Stroud able to get the second chance point up, and 49-27 Lincoln Lutheran leads. And a foul called there on Elicia Sedhoff.
So it will be a 1-and-1 again here for the Cougars.
So Sedhoff, her first, team's 8th foul now. So 1-and-1 now, Jane Hyatt at the line. We'll see. As Joey said, tough night at the line tonight. And that one is off. Rebounded by the Warriors, and they're going quick the other way. This is Sophie Wogemuth. And Wogemuth is fouled. She'll be going to the line for 2. So the 4th foul on Jane Hyatt, 7th team foul on the Cougars.
And to start this 4th quarter, a lot of fouls from both teams. Both teams officially in the bonus.
So the first is up, and it is off. Wogemuth misses the first one. And Natalie Kriebel comes into the game, and Jane Hyatt checks out.
And for the Cougars, trailing by 22, the way the night's gone, you got to imagine this next week in practice, big things going to be working on getting past that press.
So offensive rebound after the second free throw, and this is Wogemuth, passes that out. That was Ernstmeyer. Back to Ernstmeyer now. Ernstmeyer trying to drive in, puts the shot up. It is off. Fight for the rebound here. Ball still in that live, and Gross comes up with it. Now Sweeney. Sweeney's got to go quick. She gets it past half court. Sweeney, and able to collect herself, passes it to Ernest, and the shot is off. Ernstmeyer with another rebound. Now Ernstmeyer going the other way. It's been back and forth all game. Ernstmeyer passes this one out. This is Meyer driving, and it's Kriebel. Kriebel facing the double team, passes out, and a travel called on Kriebel. So 49-27 Warriors lead, 4:54 to go in the game.
And taking a look at the Warriors offense, you can really see how their strategy paid off early in this game, constantly going for the three-pointer and still taking it a lot in the second half, but much more inclined to drive inside as you see the the defense from Gross really commit to guarding the perimeter.
So a throw in here for the Warriors. This is Luby. Luby passes that one off to Stroud. Stroud back to Luby. Luby now. This is Sedhoff. That's out to Blair. Blair puts it up, and it is off the rim. Rebounded by the Warriors. Offensive rebounds has been the name of the game for the Warriors, and full court pressing. And it is off the Warriors, and we're going the other way. Cougar basketball. So the Warriors still not letting up on this full court press. And a turnover there, and Warrior ball.
And this fourth quarter so far really not going either team's way. Neither squad able to get a whole lot of offensive production.
So this will be Stroud throwing it in for the Warriors. 49-27, Lincoln Lutheran leads. The throw is in and ends up in the hands of Hempel. Now Hempel passes it to Ernest. Ernest puts it off the back and in. 49-29 Warriors lead. Just over 4 minutes to go. Now Luby collects herself, throws this one out. This is Blair. Blair inside to Stroud. Stroud faces the double team. And it is Wall able to recover it. Now Wall thought about driving it in, decides against it. Good defense there by Hyatt. Now Wall able to get it in, puts it up, gets her own rebound, throws this one out. This is Luby. Luby trying to find somewhere to go with it. This is Wall once again. Wall inside. And 3 seconds called on Ava Stroud. So Cougar basketball, 3-second violation.
And going back to that last offensive possession for the Cougars, that was the ball movement through the press that they've been looking for all night. Able to quickly work the ball around, find the open player down low.
So this is Hempel. Now Hempel trying to find Ernest, and the pass is intercepted by Ernst Meyer. She's been all over the court. This is Young. And the shot is up, and it is off the backboard, and it'll be Cougar basketball. So Savannah Sweeney will check back into the game. Now the throw in from Hyatt. Hyatt able to find Sweeney. Sweeney facing the double team, throws it back to Hyatt. Now to Sweeney. Sweeney able to get it across half court, throws it down court to Hempel. And that one is up, and it is Ainsley Kriebel puts it in. 49-31, just over 3 minutes to go. Erica Young off her foot, and turnover for the Warriors. Cougars got to capitalize here. This is Sweeney outside the three-point line, now going inside, puts up the floater, and it is off the rim.
Couldn't get it to fall, but that's the take they want if you're the Cougars.
So now Erica Young driving, facing the double team. This one's thrown out to Elsa Meyer, puts it up off the rim. Sweeney off her head, and Elsa Meyer throws it inside. That's Wolgemuth. Wolgemuth throws it out to Ernst Meyer. Back to Wolgemuth. Wolgemuth puts it up off the rim. And they call a foul there on Wolgemuth.
And down 18, 2.5 minutes left. You know this isn't a game that's going to go in your hands, but they got to feel good about the way their offense has looked the past few minutes. They've created a lot of open opportunities. We've seen those two great transition baskets moving the ball. Even their last bucket or their last shot attempt didn't fall for Sweeney, but it was the look they wanted. So the offense starting to finally get into their rhythm.
Yeah, so the foul was actually called on Jordan Ernstmeyer, her third foul of the game. It'll be Jane Hyatt at the charity stripe. Both teams in the bonus, 1-1. And it is off, rebounded there. That was Jamison Wall on the rebound. Now takes it past half court. She throws this one out to Sathoff. And it is off the rim, rebounded by Hyatt. Now to Sweeney. Sweeney trying to find somewhere to go with it. It's Hyatt. They throw this one out. It is to Sienna Miller. Now Ernest with a nice move, and she can't capitalize on the shot. Now back outside. Hyatt puts it up. And it'll be Warriors basketball off the out of bounds. So some more substitutions for the Warriors here.
And it has been interesting tonight seeing the way that they work their rotations, having the same five on the court usually. However, this time we do have a few different players on the court for the Warriors.
So this is Elsa Meyer, throws this one out to Young. Young puts the shot up, and Ernstmeyer tried to get to it for the rebound, and it'll be Cougar basketball. So Jane Hyatt throwing it in. Hyatt trying to throw it down court. And they got a foul called on Ernstmeyer. That's her fourth foul now of the game. 10 team fouls on the Warriors, who lead in this one, 49-31, minute 50 to go in the game.
Yeah, Ernstmeyer saw she had time to catch up to that pass, just a little too much aggression there. So it'll be 2 shots at the line here for the Cougars. They're officially in the double bonus.
So Ainsley Kriebel at the line. First shot's up, and it is good. So 49-32. Second shot's up, and that one's good. Nice job there by Kriebel to make both free throws. Now Erica Young bringing it down to half court. Trying to get some offense set up. A little bit of weaving action from the Warriors. And that one is off the Cougars, so it'll stay with Lincoln Lutheran. Minute 37 to go.
And you saw Young again there was trying to attack Sweeney to get the look inside, just not quite the same success as she's seen.
So now the throw in. It goes into the backcourt, and this will be out of bounds. It'll be Cougar basketball.
And for the Cougars tonight, it seems like the times they've been able to force those turnovers, they struggle to get points off it. So right now, going to look to get a good offensive opportunity.
So this will be Ainsley. Oh, and then the Warriors end up with it, try to save it, and it'll be Cougar basketball. Minute 27 to go in the game. 49-33, Lincoln Lutheran leads. Now the throw-in. This is Sienna Miller. This is Hyatt. Gets it to Kriebel and off of Kriebel, and it'll be Warrior basketball.
And you know, one of Coach Walker's talking points after this game is going to be those frustrating turnovers, whether it's the travels, the double dribbles, the mishandled passes, the ones where the press isn't even forcing it.
So this is Erica Young taking it down. She finds Luby. Luby passes it back to Young. Throws it inside to Ernstmeyer. Ernstmeyer in the post. Passes this one out to Luby. Luby driving. And foul called on the Cougars. We'll see who they call this one on.
Cougar foul on 25, McKenna Ernest, her second.
So second foul called on McKenna Ernest. 18 fouls now on the Cougars. And it'll be Jenna Luby at the line. It'll be a 1-and-1. First one's up. It is off. Ernstmeyer with another rebound. Nice job by Sweeney. Heads up play. Now this is Hyatt trying to go the other way. Trying to throw it to Sienna Miller, and it is out of bounds. It'll be Warrior basketball. 55 seconds to go in the game. 49-33 Warriors lead.
And the turnover numbers really just telling the story for the Cougars tonight.
And the shot is up. That one attempted by Elsa Meyer. And the offensive rebound there by Jamison Wall gets the points. 51-33 Warriors.
Yeah,
Hyatt.
Nobody boxing out there. Easily able to run in there.
So Sweeney able to get that one to Brooklyn Vamaka. This is Sienna Miller. Can't capitalize on the layup, and she was out of bounds. Warrior basketball, 32 seconds to go.
Grace Ria checks in for the Cougars.
So this will be Erica Young dribbling it to half court. Wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors sit on this one here, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. And this is Luby. She's going to decide to hold it, and that should be the conclusion of this one. It'll be 51-33. The Warriors get the victory here. And Joey, what was your reaction to this game?
Well, I know we've said it about 100 times throughout the night, but it's been that press for the Warriors. Done a great job forcing turnovers, rushing that Cougar offense. It got them steals, and it got them points on the other end. That's really been the big factor for them. And then obviously their perimeter shooting. We saw them really pulling the trigger on those three-pointers, hitting a good amount, and seems like even when they missed, did a great job crashing the offensive boards. They just seem to want it more. The hustle plays made by the Warriors tonight, incredibly impressive. Coming off that 24-4 season, they start their year off in the win column and have to feel promising about what's to come this season.
And so here we are. Got some stats to relay to you. Savannah Sweeney for the Cougars, she had 5 points. Anna Rice, she had 4. Ainsley Kriebel, she'll finish with 4. And the leading scorer for the Cougars on the night, McKenna Ernest, only held to 2 points in that second half. She had 14. For the Warriors, it was Jenna Luby. She had 12. Elsa Meyer with 12. And Ava Stroud had 8. So that is the stat line for this first game. Stick around. We will have some boys basketball action coming up in here in just about 20 minutes as they take on the Lincoln Lutheran Warriors. But don't go anywhere. It's Austin Ulmer and Joey Kirkle.
I love it. Great community, great friends, great teachers. It's very easy to be involved with the community here.
It definitely brought me out of my comfort zone a ton. It was super easy to make friends and get involved.
It's definitely been something that I've enjoyed coming to every day. I mean, I feel like I can, interact with everyone.
I really like Gross because it's a great place to meet new people and try a lot of different things and be able to get out of your comfort zone.
This school has helped me grow and make me feel more connected.
You have endless opportunities when it comes to academics and athletics.
The biggest thing is the community. Everybody is just so connected. That's what I love about Gross. It's such a small community, such a tight-knit group of people. It's like family.
Like you just be like walking down the hallway and like there's everyone just like laughing and smiling.
That's the best part about going to school with like 400 kids in it. Everyone knows everyone. And we all support each other. We get rowdy, we shake the floor.
We have 4 houses, 1 home, but we really do act like a family.
When it comes down to it, it's given me a group of friends that I think I personally want to be friends with out of high school. It's a fantastic atmosphere where everybody feels welcomed and everybody just has a place.
And you see that love for one another outside the school halls as well. But it really starts here in the halls of Gross Catholic, the formation for life. And so we see our graduates go on and do great things. And I think because that moral formation that they've received here at Gross Catholic.
Teachers are great role models for us. They're fantastic people and they teach us how to lead, how to be a great leader.
Being in high school, there's a lot that kids go through. There's some teachers here that I've been able to talk to, even pray with. Like if something happened in my family, I'd say, hey, Mr. Conley, can you help me pray for this person? And he'd be like, sure, Gio.
I think it's good that they challenge us a little bit because that'll obviously help us become better, not only in school, but just to help make us a better person.
The teachers don't only make class fun, but they make it something I want to be learning.
I'm involved in the Health Science Academy. I think it's great. And it's a really good way of finding, hey, I like this without spending all this money on college.
We learn a lot of the skills needed in like corporate America, like teamwork and sportsmanship with a level of professionalism.
Do sesto means to be a leader, and at Gross, that's rooted into our teaching, into our curriculum, everything.
1, 2, 3, lights out! It means to me that whenever I make decisions, I can't just focus on myself because it includes other people, and I need to keep that in mind and not put it on the back burner and just forget about it. It's like something very important that I've learned.
And to me, a leader is someone who people can always come to you for help, just to talk. I think we should celebrate love, with everything going on in the world. It's just nice to just love each other, be there for each other, community. And Gross is a community.
As I go on and graduate, just my faith has kept me strong and confident in what is next in the future.
You can be yourself, you can have fun. It's like amazing.
I love it.
Go Cougs. I always go back to.
There's nothing quite like the sense of belonging here at Gross Catholic High School, where you instantly fit in and it feels like family. We're a small school with big opportunities for you to pursue your passions, expand your skills, and become a leader.
Gross Catholic not only prepares you for college, it gets you ready for what comes next in your career and life. With more than 100 college prep courses, including honors and AP classes, and innovative dual credit academies, you can push yourself to new limits.
Come to Gross Catholic to experience our exceptional teachers who know you by name and challenge you to put learning into action in ways you never thought possible, all while exploring and deepening your faith through relationships with God, family, and friends.
At Gross Catholic, putting yourself out there and trying new things is more than okay. It's encouraged. There are over 40 extracurricular activities and competitive sports to participate in. Plus, as a co-ed school, there's a place for everyone, where you won't just find out who you are, but who you're called to be.
Come see where courage meets opportunity.
Schedule a visit at Gross Catholic High School today.
Because you belong here.
Kirkle, and we are alongside girls basketball coach Linda Walker. Coach, that full court press all game long. You did a good job early on kind of throwing around it. How did that become such a nuisance for your guys on the offensive end?
Well, we knew we were going to face that, so we practiced all week. I thought we broke it down pretty good. We couldn't see over the top of them. They have such long arms and get solid traps. I thought we were right there, but that second half, to start that second half, they really amped up their intensity level, caused us to kind of lose our cool and turn the ball over, and then they hit those threes. So, that kind of spread the game open.
Yeah, and how does facing that kind of defense, full on, full court press all game long, how does that prepare you for the rest of the season, this being the first game of the year?
Oh, it's going to prepare us. We're a young team. We're going to get better. We're going to face more pressure like that. When we play these good teams like Lincoln Lutheran, and they have all that size and that athleticism, it's going to make us better as a team. So I'm very optimistic.
Yeah, so going into your next game after what you saw tonight, what do you think some of your priorities are going to be going into your next few practices?
Well, we're going to have an early morning practice tomorrow at 5:30 in the morning. We're going to be preparing for either Norfolk Catholic or Grand Island CC, two very, very good teams. And so we just need to keep working on our game to get better. face our opponent strong. I thought we played okay man-to-man tonight. I thought our 3-2 looked pretty good. But you know, Lincoln Lutheran had a lot of good shooters. So we have to make sure that we know who we need to have more pressure on when we play. So we're going to be preparing for one of those teams on Saturday.
Yeah, and we talked about there were a lot of moments, especially early in that game, where your guys' perimeter defense seemed to be there. They were just pulling the trigger from that far away. How do you kind of go about stopping a team that really doesn't seem to have any limits of where they're going to shoot the ball?
Well, that's hard to do, you know, so it's strategy, you know, right? Try to, you know, help them make a mistake out there. But, you know, we had our opportunities. We had some good shots out there. We just rushed our shots. We need to get our feet down. We got to get focused on the target, and we got to sink those shots to stay in the ball game.
Yeah, and so, as Joey said, great perimeter defense. What would you like to see some more improvements from your team, specifically not giving up so many second chance points off those offensive rebounds?
Definitely stronger rebounding, definitely taking care of the ball, not turning it over, finding our open girls, and then finishing on our shots.
Yeah, and McKenna Ernest had a great game. What did you like that you saw from her?
Yeah, she has a lot of fire under her. She's fast, deceiving, can get down the court. There's times we miss the opportunity to hit her, but she had a great game for us. I thought she was looking to score, and that's what we need out of all 5 of them out there.
Perfect. And then real quick, I don't think we're fully getting you. If you wouldn't mind holding a little.
Oh, sorry about that.
Got a little gesture. But also one thing I noticed throughout that game is there were a handful of times where you guys would get past the press, and then whether it was a mishandled pass or a double dribble or a travel, there were a few times where you guys seemed to beat yourself up. How much of that do you think is an attest to it being the first game of the year, going up against top team, kind of a lot of pressure in that sense of the game?
Yeah, we just have to build our confidence in that category. We got to make sure that we're hitting the right girl at the right time, and then we need to get down there and try to get second opportunities when the ball doesn't go in. We really worked on transition defense too, because we knew Lincoln Lutheran was going to be a team that's going to try to get some easy buckets on us. And for the most part, I thought we did a pretty good job on that.
Yeah, and can we kind of expect that kind of fast pace of a game the rest of the season from you guys, or did that full court press kind of force you into it?
You know, we've worked really hard at becoming better ball handlers. We're still not there. It's going to come, and we're going to be able to break down that press even better as the season goes.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Coach.
guys.
Really appreciate it.
You're
Great
welcome.
game.
All right,
Thank you.
bye-bye.
And welcome on in as we prepare for the first game of the Gross Catholic Cougars varsity boys basketball as they prepare to take on the Lincoln Lutheran Warriors. I'm Austin Ulmer alongside my colleague Joey Kirkle. And Joey, what do you expect to see from both these teams? First game of the season, home game for the Cougars. What would you like to see in this first game?
Well, this should be a very interesting game. I think there's a big question mark as to what we'll see from both of these teams. The Warriors last year with a 13-10 record, while the Gross Catholic Cougars 4-18 on last season. But a lot of reason to believe with the experience of this team. They have 12 seniors. Got to believe that experience is going to help them improve that record and put together a much better season.
Yeah, and I was able to talk to Coach pregame today, and he really talked about keeping their opponent off balance. That's the number one emphasis on this team. They want to play fast, but they want to get it done on the defensive end as well, capitalizing on the defensive end, forcing turnovers, and keeping that opponent field goal percentage to under 40%. And we will take a quick break for the national anthem, but don't go anywhere. We will have boys basketball action right here.
Gentlemen, remove your hats and please remain standing at the conclusion of the prayer for the playing of the national anthem performed this evening by the Cougar Band. Gross Catholic is a Catholic high school in the Marianist tradition, and we begin all activities asking for God's blessing in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. God in heaven, we come before you tonight and we give you thanks for your many blessings. May the actions of all here this evening, players and fans, always reflect your love for all people. Please keep all the athletes free from injury. May they be strengthened in mind, body, and soul to do their best each day. Together we pray the Marianist doxology. May the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit be glorified in all places through the Immaculate Virgin Mary. Amen. All right, let's meet the starters for tonight's game, starting with the visitors. Starting tonight for the Warriors, number 3, 6-foot senior Logan DeBoer. Number 4, 6'3" sophomore Jacob Dutzman. Number 12, 6'2" sophomore Ryan Hager. Number 20, 6-foot senior Gabe Schmidt. And number 23, 6'4" senior Johnny Pels. Let's meet the starters for your Gross Catholic Cougars. Number 2, 5'11" senior Charlie Palladino. Number 4, 6'1" junior Colby Duncan. Number 10, 6'3" senior Nathan Pachkowski. Number 12, 5'11" senior Alex Gonzalez. And number 24, 6'5" junior Bilal Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, your Gross Catholic Cougars.
And we are back here as we have the starting lineups. First for the Lincoln Lutheran Warriors, number 3, Logan DeBoer. Number 4, Jacob Dutzman. Number 12, Ryan Hager. Number 20, Gabe Schmidt. And rounding out the Warriors line up Johnny Pels, and we are off for action, and it goes out of bounds. And it will be Cougar basketball starting for the Cougars. Number 2, Charlie Palladino. Number 4, Colby Duncan. Number 10, Nathan Pachowski. Number 12, Alex Gonzalez. And number 24, Malal Kong. So actually it will be the Warriors here with possession.
The second ref did overtake that call. Originally it was Gross basketball.
So first game of the season here for both teams. This one passed in, and good defense there. That was Kong who gets it. It'll be Charlie Palladino bringing it up. Palladino, this is Colby Duncan. Colby Duncan back to Palladino. Inside to Kong. And travel called on Kong, so it will be a throw in for the Warriors. So already we're seeing that aggressive defense we talked about in pregame, Joey. So Dutzman now, he passes this one off. Now it's Schmidt. Schmidt back to Dutzman. This is number 12. This is Hager. Now to DeBoer. DeBoer. This is Pels. Pels, he's driving inside, puts it up, and it is in and out. And rebound there by Pachowski. Pachowski passes this one off. Back to Pachowski. This is Charlie Palladino. Palladino. Colby Duncan now. Duncan. Good ball movement here from the Cougars. Pachowski. This is Palladino. Palladino to Pachowski. Now Gonzalez driving, puts it up, and it is off. Rebounded there by DeBoer. DeBoer now bringing it past half court. And this is Schmidt. Schmidt with the little crossover. Nice defense there by the Cougars. And double dribble called on the Warriors. And it is loud in here, Joey. You can really hear the intensity level is up.
Season opener, and everyone came to see it. And for the Cougars, that first offensive possession, couldn't get any points out of it, but Coach O'Donnell has to be happy with the ball movement he saw.
So this is Palladino. He's going to slow it down, bring it past half court. Passes it off to Colby Duncan. 2 members of the football team made it to the state championship. So here's Gonzalez. He passes it to Kong. Palladino passes this one out. Colby Duncan thought about driving, and he does drive. Puts it up off the backboard, and it is in. First 2 points of the game by Colby Duncan. Full court press defense. Now taking it past half court. And nice job on the offensive rebound. That was Kong.
Great work by Kong being there for the offensive board.
So now Gabe Schmidt passes this one off, and it is out of bounds. And early on, Joey, this Gross defense really causing some problems for the Warriors offense.
Absolutely suffocating the Warriors offense, making it hard for them to get any opportunities going. We've seen the Warriors work in that ball movement, but haven't been able to get much from it besides that triple.
So this is Colby Duncan. And Coach talked about how they want to play positionless basketball, all 5 positions, lots of ball movement. Thrown inside and intercepted there. Warriors now going quick in transition. They throw this one out. This is Hager. He throws this one out. This is Pels, puts it up, and it is good. And it is a 3, 6-4 Warriors lead. Kong puts it up from 3. And going for the rebound, couldn't pull it in as Pachowski. Warriors now going the other way. This is Gabe Schmidt. Schmidt passes this one up. Pels puts it up. Didn't see what they called there.
Offensive foul on the Warriors. That looked like that was on Gabe Schmidt there.
So Gabe Schmidt gets the foul, first team foul. 4:53 to go in the first quarter.
Johnny Pels, already a pair of triples, averaging just under 14 a game last year, was their leading scorer and is in a great position to do it again this year.
So this is Palladino, and he is intercepted. Now they got to go fast break. And foul called there on Palladino. It was on the floor. First foul on the Cougars. So first foul on Palladino, first team foul.
That was Ethan Ringler driving for the Warriors.
So Jaden Bowen comes into the game for the Cougars. It'll be a throw-in for the Warriors on their own end of the floor. This one, good defense there by Kong, able to get it in. So Ringler, this is Ringler. Thought about taking a three, decides against it. Now driving inside. Throws it out. Ringler puts up the three, and it is good. It's 9-4 Warriors lead. Palladino now bringing it past half court. Colby Duncan facing the double team. Duncan able to get it out. Palladino driving. Puts it out. Kong takes the three. It is off. Rebounded by the Warriors. Gabe Schmidt throwing it downfield. This is Dutzman. And a foul called on Jaden Bowen. And a charge. It actually was a charge called. So Pels gets called with the foul.
The transition offense was there for the Warriors. They had the bucket, just couldn't get the call going their way.
So this is Palladino. Looks for the call from Terry O'Donnell, the coach. Now he throws it off to Duncan. Nice screen set. Duncan driving. Puts it up. Wayward shot. And now it's Ryan Hager. Hager puts it in. So it'll be Colby Duncan bringing it down. 11-4 Warriors lead. Thought about setting the pick. Now Duncan puts it up and blocked. And foul called on the Warriors. So they will be shooting two.
So Palladino going to the line for the first time tonight. The aggressive take with two defenders on him.
So it was Ringler with the foul, his first third-team foul. It'll be Palladino shooting two at the line. Palladino puts up the first one. It is off. So Malal Mammer comes in for the Cougars. Charlie Palladino will be shooting his second. The shot is up, and it is off. And Kong trying to get the offensive rebound. Warriors end up with it. Nice defense there. And foul called there on the Cougars. Their second team foul.
And it was the aggressive defense there, but Kong taking that step in, just caught a rough break, bumped into him. I don't think he was intending to do it, but a rough situation there for the Cougars.
So Malal Kong gets called with the foul, his first two-team fouls for the Cougars. 11-4 Warriors lead. There's that tough full-court press, and Kong comes up with it. And Kong with the huge dunk slams it home. 11-6 Warriors lead, and they do not let up on the defensive end there. And now intercepted once again. Great defense, Ty Hellig.
And you cannot hear a thing in here. The crowd absolutely electric after the dunk and the steal.
So it will be Cougars basketball after the foul on the Warriors. Already four team fouls on the Warriors. It'll be Colby Duncan throwing it in. This is Hellig. Hellig throws it back out to Duncan. This is to Kong. Kong. And Kong puts it up. 11-8 Warriors lead. So Lebo. Cougars with that tough defense. Warriors able to get out of it. Shot goes in. That Ringler puts it in. 13-8 Warriors lead. Colby Duncan. Duncan trying to slow things down now for the Cougars. Good defense there by Ringler. This is number 33, Mammer. Passes it out to Bowen. Now inside to Duncan, passes it back out to Bowen, and it is good. Bowen gets the shot. 13-10, 2:25 to go. Dutzman throws this one out. It's to Lebo. Lebo puts it up, and it is in. So this here's Colby Duncan now. Brings it past half court. Nice move there. Thrown out. This is Mammer. Mammer hits it for three. 15-13 Warriors lead. Good, this tough, stingy defense of the Cougars. Causing some troubles. Now the double team. Able to get it past half court. And a foul called there on Kong and one here. 17-13 Warriors lead. They'll have an opportunity for the three-point play.
Listen, when you're in a hostile environment, the crowd's loud, not a better way to quiet them down. Great bucket from the star player. Pels gets the bucket, gets the foul. He'll go to the line to look to convert the and one.
So it'll be Johnny Pels out the charity stripe trying to make it a three-point play. 17-13 Warriors lead, 1:48 to go in the first quarter.
Weston Miller checks into the game for the first time for the Cougars.
And the shot is up, and it is good. 18-13 Warriors lead. So now Ty Hellig. Hellig passes it off. This is Weston Miller. Weston Miller able to keep it alive. Number 20 now, that's Hellig. Hellig throws it out. This is Mammer. Mammer throws it in. This one's out. It is Bowen off the rim and rebounded by the Warriors there. It was Ringler on the rebound. He throws this one out to Schmidt. Schmidt trying to find somewhere to go with it, passes it to Lebo. This is Dutzman. And travel called on Dutzman. Another turnover for the Warriors. They lead 18-13, 1:16 to go in the first quarter.
And if this defense can shut them down and force those turnovers, it'll be critical to get points up on the other end. Make something out of these forced turnovers.
So now Ryan Weiss will check in. He's the 6'4" junior. So this is Weston Miller now taking it past half court. Miller, he throws that one out to Hellig. Hellig facing the double team, backing out of Miller. Inside here. This is Weiss. Weiss can't quite put it up, rebounded by the Warriors. This is DeBoer. DeBoer. Nice move there, throws it out to May. Cooper May throws it inside to Juergens. Juergens inside. And travel called there on Gabe Schmidt. Cougar basketball. Another turnover there for the Warriors.
And a frustrating play there. Schmidt wide open on the cut. They saw him a little late, but still should have had the bucket.
So this is Ty Hellig bringing it down court. Hellig. The pass out. The shot is up, and it is off. The shot attempted there from Pachowski. And went out of bounds. They say it was off the Warriors. It'll be Cougar basketball.
Ryan Hager back into the game for the Warriors.
So Cougar possession here. It'll be number 33, Malal Mammer, throwing it in. Mammer trying to get it in. He does get it in. That's to Weiss. Nice little pass there, the dish pass to Pachowski. 18-15 Warriors lead. Cougars not letting up on the defensive end. They're going to be doing this all game long. So this is Hager. He's able to throw this one off. DeBoer. DeBoer puts it up, and it is in. 20-15. 13 seconds. Clock continues to run. This is Hellig, Ty Hellig. He throws this one off. Weston Miller trying to find someone to go with it. Weston Miller still has it, passes it off. Mammer puts it up. It's off. And it is up, and that will be it. Warriors lead 20-15 after the first quarter. But don't go anywhere. We'll have exciting second quarter action for you.
And back for the second quarter of action here at Gross Catholic High School with the Lincoln Lutheran Warriors leading 20-15 after one. And man, Austin, what an electric first quarter we had here at Gross Catholic. I mean, not only was the play exciting, the crowd making it so much more fun on the opening night of basketball.
Yeah, just an exciting time here. You can really feel the energy level up in this building. I can't even hear what you're saying, Joey.
That's
so
right.
That tells you, real loud in this environment. Going to be tough for the Warriors here, who lead 2015.
One of the loudest crowds I have heard in a game in a long time. It's Jackson Drake with the ball, trying to drive it inside, goes to Weston Miller. Right back to Miller in the corner. Helig goes to Drake, he gets the screen. Trying to drive to his right, goes back to Miller. Quick movement here for the Cougars as Helig tries to spin. Now top of the key for Weston Miller. Loses that ball, picked up by Pels. Pels on the fast break, trying to do it all by himself, looking for the last second kick, but draws the foul. That'll be on Jackson Drake, his first of the game, and the Cougars' fourth foul of the half. Colby Duncan checking in for Weston Miller. Inbound under the basket here for the Warriors. It's Schmidt throwing it in. Quick movement here, ball in the corner. Looking for the three-pointer. Too much on it there. Could not connect for Jacob Dutzman.
Good defensive possession there for the Cougars.
That one tipped away by Ryan Hager. We're trying to find number 34, Ryan Weiss, but had no success on that pass. So it'll be Drake inbounding under the basket. You hear Terry O'Donnell, the head coach, calling a play. And now it's going to be Pachowski inbounding. Gets this one up to Duncan. Colby Duncan on the left wing. Gets this ball over to Helig, top of the key, working with his left. Picks up the dribble, goes back to Jackson Drake. Drake's going to pull the trigger, his first shot of the season. That one no good. Fight for the rebound. Diving, and no luck. Weiss was trying for it, still going for it. This one tipped, and Duncan gets it. Duncan inside, draws the foul. What a hustle play from the Cougars.
And Coach O'Donnell talked about this with us. He really talked about the aggressiveness, not letting up, whether it's on the offense, the defensive end, and we're seeing that on the energy level of play out here from the Cougars right now.
Initially looked like Warriors had possession of it, then Ryan Weiss comes out of nowhere, tips it loose, and then you had multiple players fighting for it as Duncan able to hit the first free throw. And Will Juergens checks in for the Warriors. He comes in for Johnny Pels. 5 fouls already for the Warriors. Duncan just gets that second one to go, and he will come out as Charlie Palladino checks in, coming in for Helig. And it'll be Jacob Dutzman inbounding. Again, see that pressure here from the Cougars.
Yeah, we're going to see that all game long, Joey. They are not going to let up on the defensive end. They got to make sure and get back on the defensive end, though, and nice job there.
Hager's pass intercepted. Going down low, great ball movement. Layup wouldn't go, but there's Jackson Drake getting the rebound. Kept in bounds. The Euro step there, trying to get the last second pass, and he will draw the foul. That was Nathan Pachowski with it. Logan DeBoer called for the foul. One more, and it'll be a bonus for the Cougars. Pachowski inbounds to Palladino, picks up his dribble, swings across to Drake. Now down low, the spin move in. Pachowski gets it. Shot no good, and a rebound here for Gabe Schmidt. Schmidt, the risky pass. This one knocked out of bounds by DeBoer, and that's Cougars basketball. 6:16 to play in the second quarter, 20-17. The Warriors lead, and they will call a timeout.
And this Cougars defense has been such a nuisance for this Warriors offense. Real stagnant as of late on the offensive end are the Warriors. And it is that aggressiveness we've seen out there. Coach O'Donnell talked about it with me. He sent us that email laying out what he wants from his team. And you can see him, he's really fired up on the sideline, and it's translating to the rest of his team.
Absolutely. You don't see many coaches with the type of values O'Donnell brings to his team. A whole sheet he sent us about how they play the game and what they expect. And you go through it, just constant expectations of pretty much they're going to play as hard as they can. They're going to fight for the boards. They're going to get the transition offense, ranks them by importance, by what he values. And you don't see that very often. That's something you love to see from a coach that he sends up to the players and the parents.
Yeah, and you know what he's got highlighted on here? Mamba mentality.
That's right.
As basketball fans, we all know that, and that's what we're seeing being displayed from this Cougars team early on.
So Colby Duncan going to take it up for the Cougars coming out of the timeout. Guarded by Ryan Hager. Tried to go to Jackson Drake on the elbow, but that's going to be a kickball violation off Hager.
And when I talked to Coach O'Donnell, he really talked about ball movement and the weaving in and out he liked to have his team do, and we've seen that so far.
Down low, trying to get something to work. Kicks to the corner. Duncan's going to shoot the three. No good, and the rebound here for Juergens. This one knocked out of bounds. Again, aggressive play there from Duncan, but this one will stay with the Warriors. Can be so difficult playing a team with this much pressure. Can never ease up for a second if you're dealing with this defense. Work the ball across half court in the corner. Going to take the three, look good, but off the mark from number 3, Logan DeBoer. Colby Duncan snags the board. Pushing it down court. Picks up his dribble, goes back to Drake. Drake on the left wing. Skip pass to Palladino. Ryan Weiss trying to work it inside. Goes to Pachowski, was looking for Duncan. Duncan able to tip it to Jackson Drake, who draws a foul. You can hear clear as day as number 34, Will Juergens, gets the slap on the arm.
Yeah, and something I found interesting that Coach talked about is finishing through contact. It's something they actually practice they call fouls in practice to get used to that contact and how important it is to draw those fouls and to play through contact.
First free throw good there from Jackson Drake. Cuts the deficit to 2 for the Cougars, 20-18. As we see Ryan Hager check out. Number 21, Ethan Ringler, comes back in. Jaden Bowen also comes in for the Cougars as we see Ryan Weiss check out. 5:25 remaining in this opening half here at Gross Catholic High School. Second free throw good. Deficit now at 1, and Jackson Drake will check out as Ty Hellig comes in. 1 point game here. Deuceman inbounds it to Ringler. Trying to go back to Deuceman. Deuceman wasn't looking. Luckily for them, Logan DeBoer was there to pick it up. Gabe Schmidt, the pass down low.
Nice job getting back on defense there by the Cougars.
DeBoer, the spin, tried the tricky finish, but Pachowski's there for the rebound. Duncan swings it to Hellig. 5 minutes to play in the opening half. Hellig looking for Palladino on the cut. Palladino able to recover the play by tipping it over to Duncan. Hellig with the ball. This one stolen. Fast break all by himself, but not enough on the layup. He's limping a little bit. Couldn't get his footing down. Hellig, off balance shot, no good, and a rebound here for Jacob Dutzman. Gabe Schmidt jogging with a little bit of a limp to it. DeBoer no good. Offensive rebound, top of the key, three-pointer. That one perfect from Jacob Dutzman. Nothing but net. 23-19, Warriors lead.
Yeah, and you can expect the Cougars probably going to slow it down here a little bit.
Duncan's pass nearly stolen as he gets it over to Jaden Bowen. Aggressive defense from Will Juergens. Into the corner to Duncan. The pull-up jumper, a tricky shot guarded by Gabe Schmidt. But Colby Duncan able to knock it down. Trying to find Dutzman, stolen by
Great
Bowen.
defense
Bowen,
once again.
Last second pass, but Pachowski not ready for it. That's a turnover for the Cougars. When you force that turnover, you got to be able to get points at the other end. Can't give it right back to the team. DeBoer and Schmidt check out for the Warriors. See Cooper May check in, as well as Logan LeBeau. It's LeBeau with it. Goes in the corner to Ringler. Again, that quick movement. They're going down low to Juergens. Guarded by Bowen. Good job creating the shot and the finish. And you see the emotion coming from Will Juergens. He's feeling that shot.
Yeah, and Jaden Bowen, he did everything he could, had his hands up, but nice play there by Juergens to draw the foul for the and one.
It looks like Bowen with a bloody nose after that play. See him on the sidelines. Definitely took a big shot from Juergens, and Juergens able to connect and convert the and one, 26-21, 3:35 to play in the second quarter. Duncan on the wing. Picks up his dribble. Gets this one to Pachowski. Pachowski finds Mammer on the cut.
What a
Mammer can't
pass.
get the layup to go. But Pachowski gets a quick steal. Duncan working the fast break, looking for Mammer, but that goes off his hands. And that will stay with the Cougars as Hager checks in. Malul Kong checks back into the game for Pachowski. He's someone who made his presence known early in this game.
Yeah, and he likes to take that three-pointer. Expect to see more of that. He is aggressive all over the floor, and he brings a lot of energy to his Cougar team.
Duncan inbounding. Gets this one to Hellig. Swings this one over to Mammer. He drives inside, kicks it out to Kong. Top of the key. Duncan thought about it. He's going to go for the free throw jumper. That one does fall. We also have a push foul. And it looks like that foul is going to be called on the Warriors on the ground. And that one will be called on Will Juergens, the team's 8th foul. So after the shot from Duncan, now a 1-and-1 here for Malul Kong.
How about that pump fake, though, from Colby Duncan from three-point land, steps up, hits the mid-range shot. Excellent job from Colby Duncan.
Just smart basketball there, knowing he can find a better shot than that, working at perfection. So for Kong, an opportunity at the unusual 4-point play, not the way you're used to it.
That's right. You do see it every once in a while, and we're getting that right here, Joey.
Kong able to hit his first free throw of the 1-and-1. Awarded his second shot, 26-24, 2:57 to play in the first half. Kong goes 2 for 2 at the line, and Ryan Weiss will check in for Malul Kong. A quick outing for Kong.
Yeah, and Ryan Weiss, he's got some size. He just checked into the game, Joey.
Quick movement here, getting past that press. That's Cooper May with it. Goes over to Logan LeBeau. LeBeau driving on Palladino. Trying to work it inside.
Nice defense from the Cougars.
May swings it back, 2.5 minutes. Ringler with it. Goes to May. Cooper May spinning, but Palladino right on him. Inside look, a foul, and the shot. And the foul will be called on the floor. Basket will not count.
And what I'm impressed from, Joey, when I talked to Coach O'Donnell this morning, he talked about he had those that played on the football team, that played on the basketball team. They first practiced yesterday, and they're playing in this game and playing great so far. We're seeing some great team camaraderie, and that'll only get better as the season goes on.
Absolutely. And that foul not on the ground. Correction there. But you see Kong get the rebound. Palladino goes over to Colby Duncan. 2:15 to play in the second quarter. Hellig, a tricky move, trying the jelly layup, couldn't get it to go. But a great steal from Duncan. He's got the fast break layup opportunity, and he's going to take advantage of it. 28-27, 2 to play. Colby Duncan again showing off his defensive abilities.
Yeah, and Cougars now down by 1, 28-27.
Hager coast to coast. He's going to draw the foul. Looks like that one will be on Malul Mammer.
Foul is on the Cougars, number 33. Malul Mammer, his second, team 7th.
That's Mammer's second foul, the team 7th. So 2 shots at the line here for Hager.
2 shots.
Both teams now in the bonus. Once again here in that crowd. But Hager able to get that one to bounce in. Jackson Drake and Alex Gonzalez check into the game as we see Palladino and Mammer check out. And Hager hits them both, 30-27.
Good shooting from the charity stripe for both teams so far, Joey.
Jackson Drake looking to do it all himself. A tricky layup, no good. Trying the tip in his Kong, but that ball goes out of bounds. That will stick with the Cougars. Weston Miller checks into the game for Ty Hellig. And it'll be Malul Kong inbounding under the basket. 1:45 remaining in this second quarter.
And this is where you'd like to see some improvement from the Cougars on these inbound offensive plays.
Miller swings it to Duncan. Duncan goes up top to Kong. Duncan on the wing. Drake gets it over to Kong. Malul Kong looking to take it inside. Shimmies and kicks out to Duncan. Less than a minute and a half. Kong, top of the key. He's going to take the triple, and he connects. Malul Kong ties this game up at 30. You mentioned he's a threat from the perimeter, and he's making them pay. Tie ball game with 1:10 remaining in the second quarter. The pass somehow keeps that in bounds. The step back triple, but no response, and a rebound for Duncan. 1 minute to play. Gonzalez inside. He draws the foul.
Good heads-up play there from Alex Gonzalez. Got tripped up a little bit, able to draw the foul, put the shot up, go to the line for two.
With 1:01, an opportunity for Alex Gonzalez to give the Gross Cougars the lead. Ryan Weiss checks into the game for Malul Kong. Kong with kind of an interesting playing time this second quarter. We've seen him check in twice now, but for about a minute to a minute and a half at a time.
Yeah, and you kind of wonder if giving him a little more breathers here in this first half so he can go the long distance in this second half, Joey. Very effective player.
Gonzalez hits the free throw, 31-30.
Cougars take the lead now, Joey.
All game they've been keeping it close, just behind the Warriors, and finally they jump out in front. And Gonzalez goes 2 for 2, 32-30, 1:01 to play. The inbound here to Gabe Schmidt. Schmidt gets it over to LeBeau. Deuceman with it. Schmidt thought about the three. He's going to pull up at the elbow. A tricky jumper with the hand of Jackson Drake in his face. But Gabe Schmidt unfazed, and he ties this up with 45 seconds to play in the second quarter. Drake thought about taking a jumper of his own. Gonzalez over to Drake. Going down low to Weiss. The skip pass to Weston Miller. Now Duncan in the right corner. Down low, great defensive play, but Gonzalez sticks with it. Down low to Weiss. The foul and the bucket. Great play there from Ryan Weiss, and an and one opportunity with 21 seconds to play. The Gross crowd absolutely loving that bucket from the big man.
Yeah, and this is huge right here. Great play from Weiss, and we're really seeing the physicality on display from this Cougars team.
Weiss can't connect in the rebound for Deutzman, but we do have a foul called. And not a foul you want to give them, because now they're going to the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, costly foul there. We'll see if the Warriors are able to capitalize. They've been shooting pretty well from the charity stripe so far.
And that's just somewhat of a poor disciplined foul right there. And we do see Diego Baez check in for the first time. His first appearance for the Cougars tonight. Baez, one of 12 seniors on this Cougar squad. Now the 1-and-1 here for Deutzman. Can't get it to go, so they don't take advantage of the opportunity. Drake gets the rebound. 15 seconds to play. Baez in the corner. Up top to Weston Miller. The swing to Drake. 8 seconds to play. This one out of bounds off Deutzman. So with 7.8, it'll be an inbounds. And now not having to worry about fouls, they're going to bring in Duncan and Kong. Didn't want to get him that foul in the last defensive possession, but but they're looking to bring them in now. So Malul Kong inbounding from the sideline. Again, 7.8 to play. Get it into Weiss, down low to Drake. Drake trying to find Duncan in the corner, but that ball out of bounds. The right idea, just the pass a bit off. So 4.6 left. Weston Miller comes in for Kong. And Malul Mammer is going to check in for Jackson Drake. So an opportunity for one more bucket here for the Warriors. Opportunity to tie or take the lead at the end of this first half. They go for the easy pass into Ringler, and another late foul here for the Cougars. Fouls that they cannot afford, and you see Coach O'Donnell furious by those decisions.
Yeah.
That's 2 times now. Situations where the last thing you can do is foul. No reason to give them an opportunity at the line.
Yeah, and you can't be happy with that foul. Joey going to send them back to the line, and they'll be shooting 2 here.
Ethan Ringler,
Sorry,
another
1-1.
opportunity where they cannot take advantage. Weiss doesn't get a shot off at the end of the half. But after the rebound, they have the lead going into the break. A fantastic finish to the second quarter for the Gross Cougars. They lead 34-32 after one half in Austin. What a first half we just saw.
Just some great basketball from both teams, back and forth, and really the intensity of this Cougars team on display, not giving up, playing hard out there, and that's what Coach Terry O'Donnell wanted to see from his team, and on display there.
Both teams showing their abilities, but it's the Cougars really taking advantage towards the end of this half. They lead by 2. We will be back shortly for the beginning of the second half.
My buddy's watching the
And welcome back, Austin Ulmer, Joey Colbert, and we have a special guest from the football team. Got to ask you, how did it feel? You guys had an excellent season. What was that like? Undefeated during the regular season, great turnaround from last year. How was that for your confidence levels, all in all?
Absolutely, it was a great feeling. It just proved that, we had it all 4 years. We just finally put it together, came up short, but overall it was a great experience with my best friends you could ask for. Best friends, just doing what we love.
Yeah, and I mean, Sal Macarelli, a pivotal part of that line, and we saw the experience, a lot of age on that front line. You guys had a lot of experience, going up the ranks together. You guys expect to be in Lincoln, ending it kind of at the biggest stage, doing it together?
Absolutely. Ever since we were in 5th grade, we played together since we were younger. That was always the biggest goal we had, was make it to Lincoln, win in Lincoln, but came up short. But overall, the experience and playing 4 years on varsity was an awesome time.
And how important was the run game for you guys this season? You guys were unstoppable on the ground. How important was that to the success for you guys?
When you run the ball, you can pass the ball. So by being able to establish the run game, it opens up everything for our whole team. Passing the ball, trick plays even a little bit, But overall, that was our success.
And got to ask, too, how cool is it seeing some of your teammates from the football team out here on the court tonight? I talked to Coach this morning, Terry O'Donnell, and he told me they only got to practice about one practice yesterday. How cool is it getting to see your fellow teammates out there on the floor?
Oh, it's great. It just shows how much of competitors they are. And they always want to go. They're always ready to compete no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you're a senior, gave it your all. What do you expect from next year's team? Watching Coach Van Howe, what do you think he can put together?
Oh, I'm expecting another great season. He's got it. He's a dude. He's got some dudes coming in. We've got some returning players. Another winning season for sure on the way.
Yeah, most definitely. And how about the energy level from Van Hout? It really was displayed, out on the field. What was that like, having such an energetic coach, so enthusiastic? How did that influence you guys out on the field?
Well, energy for him, he sets the culture. The culture is let's go. We're a big, rowdy football team, and we're just going to run it at you. But obviously, him bringing the energy, brings energy to the sideline, brings energy to the team. And that's honestly a big part of why we were winning. We had energy no matter what, being undefeated. You just carry your momentum at all times. In the locker room, it got fun. You could say that.
Yeah, I bet. It seemed like it. And you could really tell when we called the games, just the camaraderie you guys had out on the field, as you said, out there with your best friends. And it was just real cool to see.
Yeah, and being a part of some of the seasons where success wasn't constant, weren't having great years, how rewarding was it finally getting over the hump and showing everyone in the state what you guys were made of and what's been in the making these past 4 years?
Oh, it was like an Olympic gold medal, you could say. It was very rewarding. Not only just because we were winning, but you get treated better, honestly. You're not just you're just a 4 and 5 team in Class B anymore. You're one of the top dogs. Right. It's a great feeling.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, man. Really appreciate it. Excellent.
Have Sal talk about being a great leader at the school, because he's one of the best leaders.
So, got to ask you, you're a great leader at the school. What's that like, and how cool is it to see your influence of being a leader throughout this school?
Oh, obviously, it's the way I was raised around. People are great leaders ahead of you. They teach you how to lead. Duke Sesto, be a leader. That's our main motto, and you try to live it out every day at school. We were going around today throughout the hall. We were grabbing every freshman and saying, hey, you better be at that game. If you don't, we'll come pick you up, Overall, just try to get everyone here. Just Duke Sesto, be a leader, baby.
Well, and it seemed to work because me and Joey were talking. Once this got going, this is the loudest I've heard a basketball game in a long time. I can't even hear what each other's saying. So you're doing something right, Sal, and it's pretty cool to see out on the field and, in the classroom and really influencing your peers. So great job. Great interviewing you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, guys.
We appreciate it.
Go Cougars, baby.
That's right.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Here we are the Gross Catholic Cougars.
Fighters all and winners too.
Here we are the KG Cougars.
Go with the orange and blue.
Hear 'em howl, hear 'em growl, hungry Cougars on the prowl. Hear 'em shout,
hear 'em say,
we go winners all the way. Come on Cougars, show 'em how we do it.
Show 'em how the game is won.
Go to it. Gross High, great, best in the Husker State.
There's nothing quite like the sense of belonging here at Gross Catholic High School, where you instantly fit in and it feels like family. We're a small school with big opportunities for you to pursue your passions, expand your skills, and become a leader.
Gross Catholic not only prepares you for college, it gets you ready for what comes next in your career and life. With more than 100 college prep courses, including honors and AP classes, and innovative dual credit academies, you can push yourself to new limits.
Come to Gross Catholic to experience our exceptional teachers who know you by name and challenge you to put learning into action in ways you never thought possible, all while exploring and deepening your faith through relationships with God, family, and friends.
At Gross Catholic, putting yourself out there and trying new things is more than okay. It's encouraged. There are over 40 extracurricular activities and competitive sports to participate in. Plus, as a co-ed school, there's a place for everyone, where you won't just find out who you are, but who you're called to be.
Come see where courage meets opportunity.
Schedule a visit at Gross Catholic High School today.
Because you belong here.
And we are back here as we prepare for the second half of action where Omaha Gross leads 34-32 on the Lincoln Lutheran Warriors. And it's been all about the aggressiveness, the intensity on both ends of the floor for the Cougars so far, Joey.
Right, yeah, the big factor for the Cougars, it seemed to be that press, able to really get the Warriors out of their rhythm. We saw from what they did last season a great offensive team, and we saw flashes of it, but for the most part, they were extremely limited into what they were able to do.
Yeah, and just a few stats for you. Leading all scorers in the game, Malal Kong, he's got 11, and Johnny Pels has 9 for the Warriors. So back to action here. This is Gabe Schmidt taking it down, passes it off. Now Ryan Hager. Dutzman passes it out, and Kong went for it, but out of bounds. It is off the Cougars. Warriors possession.
The Cougars on defense seems like they have their hand on just about every pass.
So now almost deflected by the Cougars, but recovered once again, tipped, but still Warriors with possession here. Here's Dutzman. Now Schmidt taking his time, trying to make something happen here. And the shot is up. DeBoer decides against it. Schmidt passes it back to DeBoer. Back to Schmidt. Schmidt thought about taking it, decides against it. Back to Schmidt to DeBoer. DeBoer shoots up the 3. It is off. Offensive rebound. And Pels. Nice rebound there by Kong. And almost out of bounds. Palladino able to recover. Palladino with it now. Trying to set up the offense here. Throws it to Colby Duncan. Duncan passes it to Kong. So now Pachkowski. Now Duncan. Duncan passes it to Kong. That one is deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cougars.
And again, no points on the board yet, but just a fast-paced game on both sides of the ball.
So it will be Colby Duncan to throw it in. Duncan, he finds Palladino. So Palladino setting up the offense once again. Back to Duncan. Here's Duncan. Hands it off to Gonzalez. Back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez throws up the 3, and it is off the front end of the rim. Palladino gets the rebound. Palladino. And kick ball. It'll stay right here with the Cougars.
Trying to find Gonzalez on the cut. Would have been an easy 2, but no complaints from the Cougars there, getting the inbound under the basket.
So now Nathan Pachkowski, he will be throwing it in. Pachkowski finds Kong. Kong, he's hit a couple 3s in this one, throws it out. But now Palladino back to Pachkowski. Now Colby Duncan at the top of the key. Passes that one off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Palladino. Palladino driving, puts it up, and it's in. 36-32, Cougars lead. Just that 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
The shifty move by Palladino, able to get the first points of this second half.
So this is DeBoer. He passes this one off to Schmidt. Schmidt puts it up, and it is off. Rebounded by Palladino. Palladino gets it past half court, driving. Decides against it, pulls out, throws that one to Duncan. Duncan throws it to Gonzalez. Now to Pachkowski. Back to Palladino. Palladino. This is Kong. Kong takes the 3, and it is off. Rebounded by the Warriors. It was Hager. Hager throws this one to Dutzman. And travel called on the Warriors, and turnover. 36-32 Cougars lead.
They've just had no luck getting that deep pass. You saw Colby Duncan right there on the coverage, really giving them no space.
So now Palladino slowing things down, taking it past half court. This is Colby Duncan. Went off of Kong, but Gonzalez able to pick it up. And
Gonzalez, the past few minutes, we've really seen his ability to drive inside, whether it's on the cut or with the ball. Done a good job trying to find the work in getting it inside.
So it will be Kong throwing this one in. Kong, and it is intercepted by the Warriors. They're going quick here. Layup up, and it is in. 36-34, Cougars lead. Just over 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. So now Colby Duncan driving, puts up the layup. Nice little move there from Duncan. 38-34, Cougars lead. So now DeBoer able to get it to half court. Kong, he guards Pels. Pels throws this one to DeBoer. Now deflected, Warriors able to recover it, and foul called on the Cougars.
And DeBoer kind of lucky he got that foul. The way he was working it around, I don't know if he was ready to get a dribble or anything, going sort of off balance.
So Ty Hellig, he checks in. Colby Duncan will check out. Warriors will have the throw in here. Good inbound defense, and now a fight for the ball. Warriors able to get it, but aggressive defense still from the Cougars. This one's passed out. Shot is up. It's Pels. It is off. Kong going for the rebound. And a pushing foul called on the Warrior.
And Johnny Pels started the game off with the first 6 points of the game, hit 2 triples, and besides a few other buckets, been kind of quiet since those moments.
So Palladino taking it past half court. Passes this one off to Helly. This one passed out to Gonzalez. It gets it to Kong. Now Kong throws this one out to Pachkowski. Back to Pachkowski. Driving, passes this one out to the wing. Its shot is up from Palladino, and the nice little mid-range shot from Palladino. 40-34, Cougars lead, under 4 minutes in the third quarter. Tough full-court defense here. Warriors able to get it past half court. Now the trap, double team. Kong off his feet. Offensive rebound and put back in by Pels. 40-36, Cougars lead. 3:35 to go in the third quarter. Palladino brings it past half court. Palladino out to Kong. Shot is up, and it is good. Nice three there from Hellig. 43-36, Cougars lead.
The defense looked to be there, but Hellig unfazed, pulling the triple, able to knock it down.
And a kick ball called on the Cougars, so it'll stay with the Warriors. It'll be Ryan Weiss checking in for Kong, and Jackson Drake will come in for Charlie Palladino.
And you have to love the atmosphere here at Gross High School. After the three-pointer and knocking it away, you hear the "He's a Freshman" chant about Ty Hellig.
So Pachkowski playing the defense, but he will get called with the foul there. Second team foul on the Cougars. And that is the first foul on Pachkowski. So now Lebo throws this one to Dutzman. Now this is number 21, Ringler. Ringler to Pels. And foul called on Gross.
And that one is Ryan Weiss. The shove on the man he was guarding.
So team foul number 3, first on Reese. 43-36, Cougars lead. 2:55 to go in the third quarter. Now the inbound play. It is out to Lebo. Lebo taking it across half court. Nice stingy defense there from Hellig. Now 3 men inside, and it is effective there. Now going the other way, Gonzalez. He passes it to Weiss. Weiss posted up, back out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez hits the 3, and it's good. 46-36. Timeout from the Warriors. Cougars up 10, 2:31 to go in the third quarter.
The house absolutely brought down with that triple. I didn't hear half of what you just said, Austin.
Yeah.
The crowd electric right now. A pair of triples coming from this team. Their lead now at 10, the largest of the game. In this quarter, we've just seen them playing their brand of basketball. They have had control of this entire quarter.
And if you're Gross, I'm sure what Coach Terry O'Donnell's telling his team in the huddle right now, you can't let up. You got to stick to it on both ends of the court because it's working what they're doing right now, but they got to stick to it, and they want to try to add to this lead if they can.
And from the aggression we've seen, you have to imagine letting up something they've never heard of. This looks like a team that's going to push for 4 quarters every game.
And you can hear them down there telling them, rebound, 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 don't let up. And that's what we've seen. They're doing an excellent job. And I know I keep saying it, but it's just amazing to me. Some of these guys had their first practice yesterday, and we're seeing this great team camaraderie and composure out there on the court.
I mean, O'Donnell can make it work. He's, all right, you just got done with the football season? That means I know you're conditioned. Start running. Start working.
That's right. So it will be Warriors possession here. The inbounds play. So still that tough full court defense from the Cougars. Active hands, that's what you like to see. And a foul called there on Pachkowski. That'll be his second foul. So 2:23 to go here in the third quarter. 46-36, Cougars lead. So this is, and that is Lebo, and another foul called there. And they get Hellig on the foul. His first foul, 5th team foul on the Cougars.
And the ref's been pretty quick to call that blocking foul, but I will say it's consistency. We saw that in the first game as well.
And it will be a Cougars timeout, so they have 5 timeouts remaining in the game. They're up 46-36, 2:16 to go in the third quarter. And Joey, what do you think Coach O'Donnell's telling his team right now?
I mean, I feel like I have no other option but to take your answer from the last time out. Keep pushing. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let up now because they have the Warriors right where they want them. And the Warriors right now, you just got to find a way to get your offense flowing. The one thing that they have not had all night is an easy pass. Doesn't matter where they're at, where the defense is at. The pressure is there every time they try and move the ball.
And you have to be encouraged by the rebounding abilities of the Cougars in this game. That is always a key to the game, and they're doing an excellent job on the boards in this game. So now it will be an inbounds play for the Warriors. Cooper May throwing this one in. Passes it out to Lebo. Lebo now at half court. Being guarded there from Hellig, excuse me. So now Weiss, he's on Lebo. And a travel called on Lebo, and it will be Cougars basketball. (46-36), Cougars lead, 2:07 to go in the third quarter. Now Jackson Drake will take it to half court. Passes it off to Pachkowski. Pachkowski to Hellig, cutting in the back door, and a foul called there on Lebo. 3rd team foul on the Warriors.
You have to appreciate, while they've had success with the perimeter shooting in this quarter, they're still continuing to have guys cut inside. They're trying to get the inside buckets.
So 1:57 to go, 46-36, Cougars lead. This is Jackson Drake. Passes it off. Shot is up. It's from Gonzalez. Rebounded there by the Warriors. It was Ringler. Ringler will try to slow it down here. Being guarded by Gonzalez. Passes that one out. This is Lebo. Lebo back to Ringler. Now this is to Cooper May driving double team. Good defense there from Kong. And they get Kong with the foul. Coach O'Donnell's not happy with that.
And that'll be his 3rd foul of the game. Malul Kong, a frustrating call there.
Yeah,
he's going to have to check out.
So the 3rd foul called on Kong. He's going to come out, and Gonzalez will come out as well. Colby Duncan back in the game, as well as Jaden Bowen. Duncan, he's guarding Pels. And the pass hits the line, out of bounds. Cougar basketball.
The ability to force turnovers for Gross, that has been the main factor in this game.
So Colby Duncan now trying to find Pachkowski, tried to find him in the back door and turnover there. Now going down court. They're going quick. And it is thrown off of Bowen out of bounds. It will stay with the Warriors. Minute 14 to go in the third quarter. 46-36, Cougars lead. So it will be Logan Labo in on the inbounds pass. Throws this one out. Finds Ryan Hager. Hager puts it up. Layup's good. 46-38. Now Colby Duncan going quick the other way. Now will pack it up, slow things down. Colby Duncan now up against his man. Passes this one out. It's to Jaden Bowen. Back to Colby Duncan. This is Hellig. Hellig now inside. Driving. Puts up the layup. Nice move by Hellig. 48-38 Cougars lead. 45 seconds to go.
What a play by Hellig. He tried to go inside. Didn't have anything, but he kept working. Created an opportunity.
Still seeing that full court press. Warriors able to get it past half court. So now a nice drive here by Hager. Puts it up and blocked there. Huge block from Bowen. Going the other way. Pachkowski passes this one out. This is Hellig. Puts it up. And another block on the other end by Pels. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cougars.
And that's the response you need from your senior star. Johnny Pels was not going to let them get that bucket. The momentum would have completely shifted had they got that layup to fall.
So 48-38, Cougars lead. 19 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Jacob Dutzman will check in for Cooper May. It'll be Jackson Drake to throw it in. Long wayward pass. Pachkowski able to reel it in. And double dribble there. It'll be out of bounds. And it'll be going with the Cougars.
Jurgens back into the game for the Warriors.
So Hellig throws this one in. It's to Jackson Drake. Jackson Drake going quick. Gets it past half court. Puts up the shot. It is off. And that will be it for the third quarter. Joey, what was your reaction to that third quarter from the Cougars?
Well, I mean, you look at the first half, and we kind of saw early on it looked like the Warriors were kind of controlling. And to close out the first half, the Cougars kind of slowly started to take over and take the lead. Third quarter, there was never a debate about which team was outplaying who. From the start to the finish, the Cougars were the better team in that quarter. They lead by 10, and we're going to see if they keep their foot on the pedal in the fourth quarter. If they keep playing with the same aggression on both sides of the court, it's hard to imagine them losing this lead in the fourth. I love what I saw from him this third quarter.
Yeah, so we're going to take a quick break, but make sure and come on back as we have the fourth quarter. Cougars up 48-38.
Back for the fourth quarter of action here at Gross Catholic High School. The Cougars lead the Warriors 48-38. 8 minutes left in this one. Colby Duncan's going to start with it on the right wing. Swinging over to Jackson Drake. Picking up his dribble, able to get it back to Duncan. Duncan facing the pressure. Drake top of the key, going to drive inside, kick it out to Hellig. The feed inside to Bowens. Facing the contact, no good in the rebound here for number 12, Ryan Hager. The quick movement here. Drawing the foul on the drive is Johnny Pels. And that's the Cougars' 7th foul, so it'll be a 1-and-1 here for Johnny Pels. Pels in the first half, the main scorer for this team in the second half, really hasn't been able to get the looks he would have wanted. First free throw good. And we will see Malul Kong check back into the game for the Cougars. Comes in for Jaden Bowen.
He does have 3 fouls, so he is going to have to be a little careful out there. We'll see if he picks up another one while he's out there.
Pels leaves this one short. Kong gets the rebound. Duncan working against this zone defense. Quick movement. Kong's going for the short-range jumper, but an air ball there for Kong. Gabe Schmidt pushes it down after getting the rebound, trying to go coast to coast. He kicks out, and a blocking foul is going to be called there on Jackson Drake.
Yeah, caught Drake out of position and led to the foul. That's now 8 fouls on the Cougar. They want to try to keep those fouls down, or soon the Warriors are going to be shooting 2.
And good work there, Jacob Dutzman. That's the reason you get that jab step, get the defender confused. He was running right at him, able to draw that foul. And Dutzman, perfect on his first free throw, nothing but net, as we see Charlie Palladino check in for Jackson Drake. 48-40, 7:06 to play. Dutzman, just a sophomore, leaves this one short. And it's Kong coming up with the rebound. Duncan works it across. Goes in the corner to Hellig. Skip pass up top to Palladino. Palladino back to Duncan. And he goes right back to Palladino. Pachkowski the skip to Duncan on the right wing. Duncan weighing his options, goes to Palladino. Looking to drive it inside, loses that one, picked up by Gabe Schmidt. The fast break and the layup there for Ryan Hager. A big bucket and a great start to the fourth quarter here for the Warriors. 48-42, and we got a timeout called by the Cougars.
Yeah, and that's a good timeout there taken from Terry O'Donnell. Going to try to talk to his team, tell him to calm down a little bit. Those fouls really starting to add up and getting a little sloppy out there on the offensive end. So just try to calm your players down, get back into your mindset, being aggressive, and as he likes to call it, that Mamba mentality.
Absolutely. You don't want to wait too long to call that timeout, especially they had 5 of them remaining. Now still 3 timeouts remaining. But a good timeout call there for Coach O'Donnell. 48-42 is your score. And the Warriors so far in this quarter just look a lot more composed. I don't know what Coach Jesse Bowen said to him at the break, but they're still dealing with that press. The pressure's still been there from the Cougars. They just seem to have a better idea of how to run past that and how to get good opportunities on the offensive end.
Yeah, and we'll see how the Cougars come in out of this timeout. Now their lead only up by 6, 6:27 to go. And what I'm looking at here, Jackson Drake, 4 fouls now. So him and Kong, a little bit of foul trouble. We'll see how that affects the Cougars on the defensive end.
Absolutely. You have to play a lot different style when you have those big guys in foul trouble. So Palladino takes it down for the Cougars. He's going to swing this one over to Duncan. Duncan on the right wing. Going right back to him. Duncan was looking for Kong, but he goes back to Palladino. Palladino working with his left. Duncan goes to Pachkowski. Now Kong on the elbow. He doesn't hesitate. Second he catches it, the turnaround jumper. Good for their leading scorer, Maluel Kong.
Beautiful mid-range shot there from Kong.
Dutzman swings it to the corner. The step back 3. No good there from Pels. And the rebound for Pachkowski. Duncan working with the right, was trying to find Helwig down low. That one out of bounds. It is going to stick with the Cougars. Rambler checks into the game for Ryan Hager. And it's Duncan inbounding on the sideline. Duncan going to Pachkowski on baseline. And the deflection there for Ringler right after checking into the game. So they'll go back to Duncan on the sideline. And it will be a baseline inbound. Gets this one to Hellig. He's going to take another triple. And what a game for Ty Hellig, his 3rd triple of the night.
And
53-42.
He is not looking like a freshman out there, Joey.
But the crowd right now reminding us that he is again. Third time we're getting that chant, but a quick response as Dutzman, the great cut on the baseline and finishes for the layup. Lead back down to 9 for the Cougars, 53-44, 5:05 to play. Colby Duncan on the wing. Goes back to Palladino. Now on the baseline, it's Kong. Duncan's going to pull the trigger. He's got a three. The offense is showing out of the break. It's now a 12-point lead, but they're going to Ringler. Can't get the rebound, but there's Pels getting the tip back. 56-46, both teams getting the offensive success in this fourth quarter. Duncan goes to a wide open Pachkowski, no good, gets the rebound, but he's rejected. Pels gets the block, down low, Ringler gets the save. There's Pels. Pels working it, he gets the layup and the foul. Johnny Pels coming through, and his team needs him the most.
And this was something Coach O'Donnell was worried about on that full court press, is getting back on defense. And right now the Cougars struggling with that a little bit to get back on the defensive end.
Johnny Pels getting the work on both ends. His free throw good, lead down to 7, 56-49, 4.5 to play. An electric game here at Gross High School. Palladino works it across half court. He goes to Helig. Pachkowski down low, trying to find Palladino. He mishandles it, and that's a costly Cougars turnover. The right idea had the man wide open. Palladino just mishandling it, as we see Ryan Weiss check into this game from Alul Kong. And if you're the Warriors, you have no option. This is your time to strike. Starting to work your way back into the game. They make a costly turnover like that, you need to get points on the board and get a response. The inbound here to Ringler. Ringler goes across to Gabe Schmidt. Right back to Ringler. Going down. Dutzman kicks to the corner. Hager inside, was trying to find Ringler. That one stolen by Pachkowski. Pachkowski to Gonzalez, but he bobbles that ball, and that's another Cougar turnover.
Right idea there, just the pass a little wayward, no one there led to the turnover, but still great defense from the Cougars.
Got to be frustrating for Coach O'Donnell and this team. They're getting the right opportunities, just can't execute. And Dutzman getting the drive, kicks to none other than Johnny Pels, who takes advantage of the opportunity. He gets a wide open three. It's a 4-point game. 3:40 to play, 56-52, and we're hearing some noise from the Warriors. Helig goes to Gonzalez. He's got his eyes on Weiss down low, but he goes to Pachkowski. Trying the response, but no good. The rebound and the bucket. Colby Duncan coming through, the big response. Gabe Schmidt gets it to Pels.
Nice job getting back by the Cougars there.
Pels able to draw the foul. That's going to be on Weiss. That'll be the 10th team foul. Johnny Pels again, an aggressive attack, and he draws the shooting foul. He'll be getting 2 shots at the line. 58-52. Pels gets that one to rattle in off the front iron. Charlie Palladino and Malul Kong checking into this game for Pachkowski and Duncan. Opportunity to make this a 4-point game. 3:12 to play. Takes advantage, 58-54. Alex Gonzalez works the ball up for the Cougars. This is the loudest we've heard the Warriors side. Palladino goes to Gonzalez. Going to Kong. Bobbles it, but sticks with it. He's going to take the mid-range. No good. And the rebound here for Ringler. In the corner, he's going to try the three. No good. Rebound here for Weiss. And that's a forced three there for Hager. That's not what they wanted. Momentum might have gotten to him a little bit. He wanted to get the three that made it a 1-point game. On the baseline, it's Kong going inside, a great cut. And what a finish there for Alex Gonzalez.
What a play there by Gonzalez. Great heads-up play.
60-54, 2:15 to play. The cut inside, they gave him the lane. He couldn't take advantage. Behind the back move, Kong's doing it all by himself. Couldn't get the layup to go. That one would have brought the house down, but he does draw the foul.
And how about that ball handling behind the back?
Behind the back move,
he got
losing
in
the
the lane
defender.
like it was nothing, Joey.
And Malul Kong, from what we've seen today, is about as versatile of a player as you can ask for. Just a junior for him. First free throw rattles out. 60-54 with 2:10 to play. Jackson Drake and Colby Duncan come back in for Palladino and Gonzalez.
Yeah, and Drake's going to be careful. He does have 4 fouls.
Kong leaves this one short, but he gets his own rebound, and Drake's got the ball. Critical board. And there it is. The huge three-pointer, Ty Hellick, knocking down triples all night long. It's a 9-point lead. Pels driving inside. The tricky layup and a quick response. Johnny Pels makes it a 7-point game, 1:45 to play. However, the Warriors are not in a position to trade buckets. They've got to get a stop. Duncan across to Drake. This one tipped. They get the stop. It's a steal. Hager in the lane, spins but loses it. Picked up by Dietzman. He gets the foul and the bucket. The foul on Malul Kong. That's his 4th. 63-58, 1:31 to play. Will Juergens checks in for Johnny Pels.
Yeah, and now 4 fouls on Kong. Minute 30 to go. He's going to have to be careful, but you can't do it to sacrifice your defense.
And the Cougars are going to call a timeout. They have two remaining. 63-58, 1:31, and it'll be a free throw for the Warriors when we come back. And Austin, how are the Warriors clawing their way back into this game?
They've been able to work their way through the half-court play, able to get down court. They've been taking advantage of the fact that the Cougars haven't been able to get back on defense at times and had some easy layups, and that's been the name of the game for them to claw their way back, and they've been great at the free throw line.
That's right. They've had a lot of composure, finding good looks, and Johnny Pels with a handful of really tough finishes in this 4th quarter, but it seems like every time they get it to a 5 or 4 point game, the Cougars have that response. Whether it's another Ty Hellick 3 or whatever it may be, they've had the responses so far, but they got to keep responding as their lead is down to 5 with 1:31 to play in their season opener. So it's Jacob Dutzman at the line, looking to make this a 4-point deficit. Dutzman connects, 63-59. The full court pressure here from the Warriors, something we haven't seen a whole lot of. Hellick gets the inbound, nearly goes into a trap, able to evade it. But this one tipped out of bounds by Ringler. It'll be a sideline inbound for the Cougars. 1:25 remaining. It'll be Duncan throwing it in. Just throws it back to Drake. He's going to take his time getting this ball across.
Got to be smart here with the basketball, Joey.
Duncan back to Drake, and they're going to take this slow approach as long as they can. A foul there from Hager. He's not happy with the call. Team's 5th foul, so no free throws here for the Cougars. 1:08 to play. And obviously, as we know, no shot clock in high school basketball, so there's no limit as to how many times we'll see Drake and Drake and Duncan go back and forth. The inbound's here to Kong. This one knocked loose. That one is going to stay with the Cougars. Very unhappy about that call. You see they're upset. Referees quickly discussing.
This is a big call right here, Joey. And they say it's going the other way.
It is Warriors ball. Originally, I liked the original call. I saw Dutzman knock it free, but I think my angle I couldn't see. They said it went off the knee.
I didn't see it go off at Kong, but our angle is a little obstructed here.
That's right. I'll go with their call. 1 minute to play. Hager, top of the key, trailing by 4. He's driving inside on Kong, but way short on that. Dutzman almost gets the steal. It's off the hands of Pachkowski. And we got Warriors basketball, 55 seconds to play. 63-59. Jacob Dutzman inbounding on the sideline. A thrilling season opener here at Gross Catholic. And we've got an offensive foul. Gabe Schmidt, a moving screen will be his third foul. And that is about as brutal as it gets for the Warriors. When they could afford at least, they needed a bucket. That turnover might do it.
And this is where you have to take care of the basketball, Joey. You cannot make any mistake.
As you say that, Jackson Drake slips, but he retains possession. He drives inside. He's going to go up, and he's got the bucket. It's a 6-point lead. 38 seconds left. Ringler barely able to grab that pass. Facing the pressure. Schmidt, the pass to Dutzman. Dutzman goes to Hager. Hager in the corner, no good. Fight for the board. It's won by the Warriors. Going across to Pels. Pels gets the layup. 21 seconds to play. 65-61 in a Warriors timeout.
20 seconds to go. Gross still not clear yet in this one. 4-point lead. Take care of the basketball.
And
avoid those turnovers.
I'll say, I don't know how many teams I can think of up 6 that are putting as much pressure on the ball as we just saw the Cougars doing. They weren't playing conservative. They were looking for the steal there. You saw Drake and a few other guys really trying to get control of the ball.
And they've remained aggressive all 4 quarters, and we talked about that over and over. But that's because Coach Terry O'Donnell kept stressing that. Stay aggressive, stay in the game, stay focused, and cause chaos for the offense of the Warriors.
You have to appreciate they've stayed aggressive, but they've been smart in their aggression. Besides the end of the first half with those 2 late fouls, which ended up not hurting them, besides those 2 fouls, they really haven't had any reckless fouls. They haven't gotten careless on defense. They've stayed alert and aggressive. So with 20.7 seconds remaining in their season opener, the Gross Cougars lead 65-61, and they'll be inbounding. Colby Duncan ready to inbound. Gets this one into Gonzalez. Gonzalez spins, and he's got away, working it across half court before being fouled by Ringler.
And this is where your free throw shooting becomes extremely important, Joey. And that's what Coach O'Donnell touched on. Got to be excellent on free throws. Free throws win games, he says, and they are often the difference between winning and losing.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I remember reading he demanded 80% from the free throw line as a team.
He does.
And Alex Gonzalez leading by 4, an opportunity to hit some critical shots for the Cougars. 1-1, he knocks down the first. 16.8 to play. It is a 5-point Cougar lead. And whether there's a make or a miss for the Warriors, you have to push the ball after this play. No time to spare. Second free throw's good. And we have a lane violation called on the Cougars. So that free throw does not count. It remains a 5-point game. That could be a big play depending on what the Warriors can do here.
And you do not want to foul here if you're the Cougars.
15 seconds to play, driving inside, a tough shot. But Johnny Pels, like he has all night, getting those tricky finishes to fall. Just an elusive player. Able to create a lane when it looks like there isn't one, and it's back to a 1-possession game. And with only 7 fouls, assuming we get a quick foul, it's going to be a 1-1. So a missed free throw and a rebound, the Warriors have the ball in a 1-possession game.
Yeah, and Warriors still not out of this one yet. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
And depending on how this game ends, the Warriors might look at free throw shooting as a big concern, because think about the end of the first half. back-to-back with less than 10 seconds, back-to-back 1-and-1 opportunities, and they go 0 for 2 at the line. They had the potential to get 4 free throws there. So when you're trailing by 3 in this position, you got to think about if you could have hit a few of those shots.
Absolutely, and that could be the difference in this game, as you said, Joey.
So Colby Duncan ready to inbound, 9.7 seconds to go, 66-63, the Cougars lead. Gets this ball into Jackson Drake, and a quick foul called. So it'll be Drake at the line for a 1-and-1, 8.1 seconds to play. And that one was on Ryan Hager.
Big free throws here, Joey.
And if Drake can't hit this, it'll be on Kong and Palladino to somehow fight for that offensive rebound. Drake able to knock down the first free throw. A 2-possession game. One of the biggest free throws of the night. Good from Jackson Drake. Drake, the leading scorer of returning players. Second one, no good. It's Pels working it down. 5 on the clock. He loses it. Able to chuck up a 3, no good. And that will do it. From start to finish, an absolutely electric season opener, and it's the Cougars getting the 67-63 victory. Austin, how did they do it?
Yeah, just absolutely great showing from the Cougars. Never let off on the intensity or on the defensive end. Able to make shots. Great at the free throw line. All around, excellent showing for the Cougars.
Absolutely. Coming off a 4-18 season, they get their season started off in the best way possible. An electric win against a team that was above 500 last year. Have to be feeling good as a team. A lot of players showing out. Malul Kong doing a little bit of everything. I mean, what about the 3-pointers from Ty Hellig coming in clutch? You have to imagine we're going to hear a lot of that. He's a freshman champ throughout this season.
Oh, most definitely. Him and Kong were the difference makers. And I know it's early, Joey, but are we going to see another turnaround like we saw from the football team this season?
I think we all have to be wondering that. And man, I cannot wait to see some Cougar basketball this season from the atmosphere we've seen here tonight. Absolutely electric from the crowd on both sides and a fun night. So we thank you all for tuning in to this excellent match. The Cougars win 67-63. We hope to hear you soon. We thank you all. Joey Kirkland alongside me, Austin Ulmer, signing off. And we're still on. Gonna look to get a post-game interview with the head coach here in just a minute. Coach O'Donnell. Obviously got to shake some hands right now after that great season opening performance. Hoping to get a word with him in just a second.
And Joey, just really impressive what this team was able to do, creating havoc. That's what he wanted, and it worked out there. And big plays were made by the Cougars. Just an outstanding showing.
Right, just electricity on both sides of the court. Their defense just suffocating the Warriors, and offense, every time they needed a big bucket, they came through. And this is a team you look at, so much experience on this squad, 12 seniors on this team, a number you usually don't see that high. This team has plenty of experience, and it was a lot of the seniors coming through tonight. Big minutes from a lot of these guys. Even look at someone like Colby Duncan, who may have not been the leading scorer, but he had some big buckets when he needed to, and just did a great job facilitating the offense. He was the guy taking the ball up, working it around, finding the open man. He and Jackson Drake did a great job moving the ball late in that fourth quarter.
And when you play that kind of defense, Joey, it can get really easy to speed things up, really get caught up in transition. They didn't do that, able to keep their composure on the other end. Nice job, and positionless basketball, like Coach said he wanted out of it, and he was able to do that in this game. Just outstanding all-around game from the Cougars.
And going into tonight, they knew there'd be the threat of Johnny Pels, was their leading scorer last year and their leading rebounder returning. And besides an outburst in the first quarter, we really didn't see much from him until that fourth quarter when they were down big. That's when we really started to see him. But ultimately, he wasn't the player that took him down. They kept fighting. They played hard. And they were able to come out on top.
Yeah, most definitely. And we'll see. I think we're going to get Coach to come talk to us for a little bit. Got to talk to him after that game.
Absolutely.
Absolutely exciting. And what a way to start the season, Joey. This is a tough opponent, and you can learn a lot from your team in this first game, and we are seeing that here.
I don't know if I can talk. I'll try my best.
All right, well, we are joined by Coach Terry O'Donnell after just an electric game from start to finish, coming out on top. Was it, what do you think it was that really pushed you guys on top? Was it that press? Seemed like every time you guys needed a big bucket, you came through. What would you say it was that helped you guys get out on top?
I think we just had some guys, and sorry about my voice, step up and make some plays. I mean, Ty Heilig, for being a freshman, stepping up and making some big-time shots. Jackson had it was a true team effort. Room for growth. I felt like we could have maybe made that a little easier than we did. Didn't finish out possessions defensively, so plenty of room to get better, but we had some dudes step up and make plays.
And I kept touching on this, Coach, when I talked to you today. You had said that you haven't had a full team to practice. Only yesterday, one time for some of your guys. It looked like they were kind of working together pretty well and communicating. What are you looking from your team to kind of improve on the camaraderie on this team?
So we came out the gates pretty well. Well, first quarter we gave up 20 points. That was actually terrible. But then we kind of tightened it up. The offense is going to need to get better with guys just getting more comfortable with the basketball in their hands, the timing of things. I think that'll get better. We got a long way to go.
And one of the big things we were noting all night is that pressure you guys constantly had on defense. Even end of the game, up 6, you still had guys really doing everything they could to try and force turnovers. And one of the things we discussed is how with the pressure, it was aggressive, but it was smart. It was disciplined. Besides a few fouls, the ones late in the second quarter, besides those, it seemed like there were a lot of educated plays. How long have you guys been working on that press and the pressure and the aggression you guys bring on the defensive end?
Well, that was the first thing that we installed in June. So they were familiar with what we wanted to do, but they'd been away from it for a long time. Some of those fouls I would not say were too intelligent, but overall I was pretty happy with the way they competed.
And you were definitely able to create havoc, lots of confusion for the Warriors on the other end. And those free throws came up big for you guys at the end. And you say free throws are the difference in win games. How cool was that to see those big free throws made from Jackson Drake at the end?
Yeah, those were clutch. Those were huge. And 100%, free throws were the difference in the game.
Exactly.
We shot them well, we won. If we wouldn't have shot them well, we'd have lost.
Yeah, well, you look at tonight, just the electric atmosphere, the fans showing up, getting loud. I'm anticipating to hear that he's a freshman chant a lot this year. Does that seem pretty accurate?
I hope so. There'll be ups and downs when you're a freshman, but he showed that he's not scared. He's ready to play, and I trust him, and I think his teammates trust him too.
Absolutely. All right, well, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
You bet.
We can't wait to see what you got this year.
Appreciate you guys.